I thought you meant the do.
Recording!
No. All right. Internet connection unstable. That's wonderful. So, last week. Was it last week? Yes, last week on Star Wars. You were like, yeah, Rexus Prime. But then you rolled a nat for 1. So, yeah, Tatooine. And your ship is half buried, but undamaged due to Davar's expert piloting. Ready, set, go. Grant
What?
turns to you. Sir.
What was that?
There appears to have been some sort of miscalculation. Are you sure you plotted the correct hyperlane?
What planet are we on? I'm going to kind of like look at the controls, make sure everything's not fucked.
1 moment. Accessing the holo terminal. Yeah, some backworld planet known as Tatooine. It's in the Outer Rim.
I know of Tatooine, right? Because
Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt. He's a big boy Prime Lord, probably considered the number 2 Hutt at this time. And he is based on Tatooine. You also know that the number 1 Hutt, the Great Dardula, has tried to expand into Tatooine, but Jabba was like, nah, and they shot at each other for a bit.
And that's how far off of Rexus Prime?
I'm just gonna make up a number. 12 parsecs, maybe?
Okay. Is the ship damaged at all?
It'll take a while for me to run diagnostics, but I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
The cockpit door is going to fly open, and my helmet is askew. And I'm going to say, what in the place is this? What did you do?
Rook, the wing pod that you were in is now totally submerged in sand. So before you left the little turret pod, you couldn't see anything. It was pitch black.
Did we die?
No.
Where are we?
You also, when you traveled to the cockpit, you noticed that since entering the planet's atmosphere, the internal compensators automatically shut off, releasing you to the flow of the planet's gravity, and the entire ship feels like it's like sitting like this, like Titanic style. And as you enter the cockpit, that suspicion is confirmed as the viewport is facing a bright blue sky without a single cloud, but the entire place is lit by 2 bright suns.
I'm gonna pull myself through, holding onto the doorway and shit, so I don't fall. What is that? Sand? I hate sand. All right.
It appears we're on Tatooine.
What sort of
12 parsecs.
Nothing important, probably.
Sort of crazy backwater planet? I've heard of it. Is it Republic
I think
controlled?
we're submerged in... What was that?
Is it Republic controlled? Or at least not Allied separatists?
Is Jabba Allied separatists?
I believe they're neutral.
If you're referring to is the planet Republic controlled, make an intelligence check. Is Jabba in cahoots with the Republic of the Separatists? Make a Hutt lore check.
So you want me to make 2 different checks?
Make 1 depending on which question you're trying to answer. The planet or Jabba specifically.
I feel like you know about Jabba more.
Yes, I'm gonna go with the Hutt.
If you want to do Hutt lore, Rook, you can just do intelligence for Republic stuff.
Okay. With the Hutt lore, that's only a 10, because I rolled a 2.
15.
Jabba the Hutt, being a Hutt Prime Lord, it's not uncommon for his allegiances to sway back and forth depending on who has the most opportunity for him at the time. And so right now, you don't really know who he's with, but you can ascertain that it's probably whoever's pockets are the deepest and is being the most friendly to him. Rook, yes, Tatooine is technically part of the Republic. However, it being in the Outer Rim and a fairly unprofitable place, nobody really gives a shit about
it. Sometimes.
All right, you figure out what's going on, and I'll take a look around, see if we're in trouble. Crow, come on, we're gonna go do a patrol around the ship. Make sure everything's all right.
But god damn it, I hate sand.
I know, it's rough.
Don't.
You know, I don't need to describe it to you. You understand what sand feels like. Anyways, open the cargo.
Honestly,
open
anything
the.
else would just be weird.
Can we open any of the doors to get outside?
I just open the.
You can
How
certainly try.
Could we get out of the bay door?
You could certainly try.
That's the part that's most.
The cargo bay is
cargo
underground.
bay is under the.
Well, I was wondering if it was like sticking out.
The bottom part would like if you probably tried going out, it would like hit sand and then like break. If it's like unless like an elevator door where it stops and then like go back up or like just stop there.
So what the hell do we do?
Is there
Open a door.
Anywhere?
We'll figure it out.
Is there a hatch
thruster.
somewhere?
You know of a hatch somewhere?
No, I don't know of a hatch somewhere.
But do you know who would? Grant.
I don't want to talk to Grant. Grant sucks.
I'll talk to Grant then. I like
You'd be
Grant.
like, oh, you don't know about hatches, you inferior genetic organism.
I know everything about hatches.
Yes, I'm Grant, and I have no wisdom teeth, therefore I'm genetically superior.
Okay, all right.
He did call you Grant, like right when you said that.
Get him / got him.
Thrackmule, do you leave your room?
Yes, I'm coming out of my room.
Before you do so, Kathu, I think I caught whatever Rook had. Pukes into something. I don't know what. A bucket, I guess.
What?
He just happens to
Lizard's
have a
food.
clone helmet as well.
Bro, Crow gave it to you. You can't tell her the difference between us? We've been with each other for like weeks now.
Did I say Rook?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
By the way, Crow,
whatever
good to see you
Crow
feeling
had.
better.
Yeah, fine.
I tried to take a crack at your lightsaber, but even you unconscious wouldn't let me.
You what?
Nothing. Hey, I have a flamethrower.
He was gonna
Let's
piss
go
with your saber,
investigate.
but I told him he couldn't.
Cut your fucking
Oh shit, I
dick
forgot
off.
you have a flamethrower.
Devar, pop a door open. We'll see what we can do.
Grant, is there any door that is safe to open at the moment?
Well, the cargo bay is submerged. The main entrance is submerged. It appears the access hatch on the roof may be accessible.
Sweet. Let's go there.
In which room is that?
That is in the entrance to it is in the clone's dorm.
Did you know there was an access
Okay.
hatch in our room?
Of course.
I feel like I should have known that by now. Damn, I'm unobservant. And I go into our room, and I'm going to look up, and I'm going to see if I can find like a little
light.
square. There's a light?
Yes, there's the light in your room. It's like a fluorescent, one
Right,
of those.
not a hatch.
It's one of those lines that goes ee.
Oh, God.
No,
Christ.
that's terrible.
Not a hatch?
Nope, not a visible one.
All right, boost me up. No, wait, I'll boost you up. And I'm going to, try to feel around, see if you can get it. And I'm going to do the whole, I'm going to place my hand in there.
Hey, Grant.
If
You mentioned that
Yes, Bracken?
you mentioned that the hatch was in the clone's dorm. Would you mind pointing out where it is to them?
Oh, it's hidden beneath the light or behind the light. You just and the light
Behind the light?
behind the
Behind
light.
All right. I'm going to hoist up a crow. I'm going to try to.
Promise you what?
200 pounds.
Strength check, bro.
Can do. That's why I did this and not Rook. 22.
Yeah, that you just fairly easily. It's a maneuver you learned in training to get clones over walls and such. You just give them a quick boost. Bro, you are now like against the ceiling.
I'm gonna try and push up the light and move it aside.
It like a ceiling tile at the high school. It just and slides over the side, revealing a little area. And there appears to be like a door, it's got a little one of those twisty handles that they have on boats, but it's on the ceiling, right above the about 3-foot tall compartment in which you are now.
I'm gonna like put his feet on my shoulders and I'll be like, "You finding everything up there?"
Can I reach this thingy and twist it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do so.
You. You push it open?
Yep.
It's a bit heavier than it looks, and as you do so, some sand dumps on top of you. You're lucky you've got your helmet on, or it would have gotten all in your eyes. The stuff is coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. It's probably in your body glove by now.
Ugh.
However, the layer of sand appeared to be fairly thin, as you are now sticking out of your head, the hatch in your ship, and you look around. It appears to be just on the edge of where the sand is covering the ship.
Okay. Is there a way to reach down and pull Rook up?
Do you crawl all the way out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can reach down and give him a hand.
I will do so.
Are you gonna like pull him up or just help him climb up?
I'm gonna help him climb.
Since the ship is at an angle, he could like also climb himself up.
I'm going
If you're
to...
just helping him climb, then you don't need to make a strength check because he's doing most of the heavy lifting. You're just like a balance point. Correct you?
I'm gonna check in on the clones. How's it going?
I just like we both crawl out of the hole. Boom. What?
Is this hole big enough for an elephant person, or am I kind of...
It's a tight squeeze, but you can get through.
Wait.
What about Dabar?
Dabar with his new spider legs should be able to climb through, but again, it'll be a pretty tight squeeze.
I'm pretty difficult. He's kind of a ginormous.
Tell Dabar to figure out the diagnostics of the ship. Make sure anything's broken. We'll make sure we didn't attract anybody unsavory.
Should I get out and start shoveling sand? Is that useful?
You'd have to do a lot of shoveling.
I'm gonna say exactly that as I look down. You need to do a lot of shoveling.
I can try and move it with the force.
Can you?
But it'll be difficult.
Shovel? Listen, no need to get all worried. We'll figure things out. We'll figure things out here. You get everything in order in there.
I'm gonna try and climb out of this hatch.
Yeah, you can go ahead and climb out fairly easily.
And then I'd like to try and lift the ship with the force.
Lift the ship?
Yes, you heard me.
Oh, honey. Okay.
It's
make
gonna
a
be
move
difficult.
object check.
But it's
also
very
thing to
difficult.
bear in mind, you are not just lifting the ship. You are also lifting all of the sand on top of the ship.
Oh boy.
I know. I just need to get it up and ride it. This
is like the task that Luke Skywalker, the most powerful Force user in all of Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
could not do. And this is on an even larger scale. Go ahead and make a move object check.
Correct.
Yes, I know. It's worth a shot.
Way of saying no.
And that's an 18, which is not enough. So there go those
You
vitality points.
step back and both hands forward as you guys feel the ship. And it sort of like shifts for a moment. However, you feel the physical toll on your body as you try to channel that much energy, and you just don't have it within you.
Oh, Didn't think you were gonna do it if I was being honest, but it was at least impressive to see you try.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, can I maybe offer another hand to get up on top of the ship? Maybe look around through your with your rifle, do a little bit of scouting. I'll patrol, do a couple of laps.
Okay.
Do I need to help him climb up the ship since it's like this?
Yeah, no check required, but you would probably want to help him.
I'm basically gonna, again, all military procedure, as he tries to get up, just basically shove his ass upwards. Like, it's just kind of like, you gotta do it. It's just,
yeah, you just... Bro, you step out. Are you wearing your all-temperature cloak that you were given? Or, is that, like, in your dorm? Like, stats-wise, it's not going to make a difference yet.
Yeah, I would like to think that I'd grab it, knowing that this was going to be hot.
You've got this cloak over you, which you know you've seen these things before. It has not only warming but also cooling properties to it, as it keeps intense heat of the sun off of you. However, even with that, the heat is borderline immeasurable. Your clone armor, while made to be breathable and fairly comfortable, is not cool. Especially with the skin-tight black body glove that you wear underneath. The twin suns bearing down on you, it feels like you're the depth of hell itself, as you start to feel yourself immediately begin to sweat underneath your helmet.
Fuck. All right. Well, while I'm up here, I suppose I'll scan the horizon, I guess, and look for anything.
And then I'm gonna do laps
check
around the ship, like moving patrol.
Both of you make spot checks.
Oh, I'm dumb. Was that perception or something? Or wisdom, I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. 4.
All right.
Natural 1.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Looking up at the fucking
The
sky.
sand got in our eyes, man.
Both of you, you're with your helmets on, the sun kind of creates a bit of glare, and as you start to take your patrol, you're both distracted not only by the immense heat, just the unpleasantness of the entire situation, not being where you want to be, being here of all places. You sort of get caught up with yourself complaining, like, oh, God, this fucking sucks, man. Like, can I just go home? And the misery distracts you from your task of actually taking patrol. Dabar, what are you doing inside the ship?
Running security diagnostics checks, just making sure that like nothing on the ship is broken. I know it's not,
Okay.
but I just figured this just happened. This is what I would do, like if I was there.
Yeah, make one of your fancy database checks.
Yay!
Holy shit, it's a database. Nobody panic.
Okay, that's a 6, but it's plus
my
3
God.
plus 10. That's plus 13. It's a 19.
Oh, that is a lot different than a 6. Holy shit.
You crack your non-existent cartilage, and your fingers once again start flying across the controls as you run diagnostics. Grant plugging in and helping you, and you see that nothing appears damaged, although the thrusters, the sublight thrusters, the thing that actually propel you through the sky, when you're not in hyperspace, are they appear to be jammed with something. Probably sand. I mean, that's a safe bet.
That's a good guess.
And you just for shits and giggles, you fire up the thruster for a second. And you go nowhere.
I'd like to say that's the same time that Thrakmiel lifted up the ship. So like I started going. I'm like, oh, it's going, and then like it
starts to lurch for a second. You're like, oh, this is gonna be easier than I thought. And then Thrakmiel gives that, and you're like, ah, oh, damn it.
Yeah, but basically,
Thrakmiel, what are you
just
doing?
messing with controls for a bit.
I'm gonna start shoveling sand. I know it's sort of a futile exercise, but it's got like we gotta start somewhere.
With your hands, you work for about 10, maybe 15 minutes before you're already exhausted. You think it's hot in Iowa in summertime, and Earth only has one sun. This is just miserable. And digging is not like a light activity. There's so much sand to be dug. You're a large man, which means everything is a bit harder work for you. This is just, it sucks. It super sucks. This is like blowjob from a vampire on Thanksgiving sucks.
Why? Thanks. Never mind. Keep going. I don't.
Yeah, why
It,
is
doesn't-
that
information
it
overload
doesn't
right there?
matter. I get the picture. Is it? Can I tell? Like, is it gonna be night soon? Is it possible that night exists here?
Make a survival check.
Oh my god, that's a 2.
Really bright. I don't know. Maybe darkness happens. Maybe not. It sucks. Can I go home now?
Yeah.
Can I try looking for things again?
After a while, yeah.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have you make a listen check in addition to the spot check.
Does that count for me as well?
Are you actively still looking for things?
I mean, yeah, I was patrolling. You know, make sure nothing
Okay.
was sneaking up on us from any angle.
I didn't know if
Okay.
you were still doing that.
Yeah,
you
that
go
is
ahead
what
and
I
look.
will continue to do. The tech guys are working on the ship. That's what I do.
The smart
I'm gonna
boys
do
doing
the
smart boy
listen
stuff. I'm gonna
first.
shoot things.
I got
Listen
a dirty
first, you
20
said?
on the listen.
That's good.
I got 15 on the listen.
Then I got a 4. Wait, I got +5. 16 on the spot.
Okay. You don't see anything. And Rook, you wander around and you still don't see anything out on the horizon. But Crow, you hear it sounds like it's coming from the ground, like a cross between a growl and a screech. You're not really sure what it is, but it's like a
Sandworm. It's a fucking sandworm. God, did I get a direction from that?
with your dirty 20, I'm gonna say it's below you, like in the area where the ship presumably is, or perhaps underneath
fuck.
it.
I'm gonna yell down to Rook. Careful, I think there's something down there.
Rook, you're like out away from the ship a bit, aren't you?
I'm doing some circles.
like-
I gave Thorak some room to dig, but other than that,
Mhm.
I'm pretty close.
You hear the call and you're like, huh? What? Oh, right. Yeah. What's up?
I was looking at the sand. And then as soon as he yells at me, I'm gonna drop down, pull the gun out on one knee, and I'm gonna like look up at him for like a designated area, and like I'm gonna like play hot and cold with my rifle. So I start pointing it around at him.
If he points it down, I'll go.
You now hear too, Rook.
Is it like beneath me, or is it in a different? Is like beneath the
It's
ship?
like
specifically?
beneath the ship.
All right, I'm gonna slowly, very carefully go
Stab
over
up.
here.
Does the ship have scanners on it, like to see the area?
Yes, but
Does that work
have you
in
read?
sand?
Did you do the homework that I gave you the session before you got the ship, where you're supposed to read the ship's rules?
That means no.
Didn't
Okay.
think so. Okay. There is a section on scanners, and you have to have them set to different things for them to do different things. While you're fiddling with controls, go read those rules so you can understand how they work, and then get back to me.
I'm gonna move silently as I.
Okay.
Can I roll for it?
Okay.
Oh my fucking god, yes! I'm so good at this fucking game. Oh shit, do I get a -1 on that? Actually, never mind.
From your
Yeah,
equipment?
my armor gives me a -1, but it's still a 21. So
Yeah, you You're walking on sand, which is not like a super loud thing to walk on.
Heel
Like
to toe,
in the
baby.
movie
Heel to toe.
called A Quiet Place, they walk on it because it's quiet. So you bring your West Star to bear as you. What the fuck's going on in here?
And I want to. Debar, we got someone on the ship.
I can't really do anything from inside.
Just thought I'd give you a warning. Just thought I'd give you a warning about what you're about to hear. And before he can even question it, I'm gonna take a shot into the sand.
All right.
I don't know if that's even.
I'm not gonna make you roll because you're just shooting in the sand, but make sure you mark the ammo.
Yep.
As you and as you guys hear the blaster shot, you see a puff of sand go. When the sand and the smoke clear, Rook, you're looking at now a small blaster mark in the sand.
What's going on? That's Thrackmeal, by the way. Lightsaber officially ignited.
1 second, I gotta mark off some ammo here. 4. Okay. I heard something under the ship. It's some sort of screeching. Try to back up. Maybe we could use the ship as bait.
Can I sense what it is, or is that like not a?
How so?
Like can I sense if there's like actually a creature underneath the ship?
Like using a force ability?
I guess.
Which force ability?
I have no idea.
It's sort of on you.
Yeah, there's none that really meet that description, so maybe not. But like, we can all tell that there's something under the ship, right? Or is it just Rook?
Yeah, you can tell something's underneath it.
Okay, thank you.
At this point, having been alerted to its presence, if you listen closely, especially after the shot, you hear. Rook, as you take the shot, again, it kicked up sand and such, and then you sort of lower your blaster. I look around the pockmarketed blaster fire hole thing you just created. You're sort of like leaning closer to see if you can like get a visual contact on this thing. When suddenly, I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh boy. Natural 20, baby.
All right. As you suddenly, all of the sand at the spot in which you were looking kicks up all at once, and this large creature jumps forward. You see these massive jaws opening in your face. And you're like, ah! You dive out of the way before it launches forward, snapping at the place in which you were. This creature, it's huge, larger than any of you guys, and it appears to be like a small, or it's not small, not at all, a large drake-like creature with these massive horns and a huge fin going across the back. And it, everybody roll initiative.
Did it resubmerge?
No.
Good. If I can see it, I can shoot it. That's Rook's motto, life motto. Tom, what'd you get?
22.
Damn. We don't share initiative often anymore. It makes me sad.
All right. Did anybody have above that?
A 22? Above a 20? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right. 15 to 22.
Nope.
15.
10 to 15. You got Deborah?
Yeah.
We're a bunch of slow boys.
All right. 10 to 15.
12.
11.
Oh boy, you're going last for once. All right. Crow, from your vantage point on top of the mound that the ship has created, you see this huge beast launch from the sand, and his immense toothy maw gnash right where Rook was standing about a second before. As you raise your blaster to bear at this large creature, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move to a comfortable position, pointed at it, where I'm nice and stable. I'm gonna take a shot at it.
All right, go ahead. Make that shot.
21.
All right. That hits.
$17 damage.
You take that shot, and as it's sort of like it's focused on Crow, and he's like lowered into a predatory stalking position. As you take that shot, it hits his hide and doesn't really seem to penetrate, but there's a black blaster mark that's left on its this creature's skin as he looks up towards you, now alerted to both you and Thrackmule's positions. Devar.
Do I see this?
No, this is off to the side of the ship. And your viewport faces forward and down.
I would hear it though, right? I
Oh
hear
yeah,
and
you can
probably
hear
feel.
this creature screeching, and you can you felt the ship lurch a little bit when it leapt from the sand out from underneath, and you could also you've heard two blaster shots. Also, like Rook told you, something was under the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant, I can't fit in this port. I need you to get in there and check it.
Port?
The
the
chair
exercise
thing
thingy?
that the
Oh,
turret.
the gun turret.
Yeah.
So the bubbles are completely submerged. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know if this would work.
Oh, I don't know if this would work. Maybe if you just fire at the sand,
You'll create pockets that will alleviate sand from the area, and you'll be able to see.
You hear a Rook, as you're standing there, you like your day just got a whole lot weirder. There's a giant fucking lizard thing in front of you, and suddenly from out of nowhere you see a large shower of sand, and a blaster cannon goes off at your right, and you're like, we're being shot at.
That's all I really got. I don't really know what else to do.
Is this thing's turn? One moment. Okay. Rook. It is going to, as it like stands in front of you, it once again leaps forward, making a bite in your direction with a 19 to hit.
Oof. Yup.
Right.
This is it for me, boys. I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking worm on some backwater planet.
It's not a worm. It's like a drake.
It's a worm.
It's a worm.
It's a fucking worm.
Nah.
I picture it as a sandworm, and I don't want to hear anything else.
That's not what I'm
imagination.
picturing it as.
24 damage, Rook.
Yeah, there. Yo, what now?
2-4.
Okay.
Lowers on it, shifts its weight to its back legs, and then springs off of them like an Olympic swimmer diving into the water. And as he does so, you feel his teeth he like goes for your shoulder. Does that enter your wound points?
No, but I am extremely close.
All right. And as it does so, your armor catches, like nothing actually penetrates, and you shove yourself off, and you got a nice gouge taken out of the the upper breast of your chest place.
Damn thing almost took my arm off.
You raise your gun like pen. This thing is huge, and although it didn't actually sink into your flesh, you did feel the blunt force of its jaws closing around you, and that hurt. With that, Thrackmule. This large one bad crate boy is now trying to eat Rook.
So this crate dragon, right?
Yeah.
How far is it from me? Like, is it within my moving distance?
Oh, you're 10 meters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can get there.
Sweet. I'd like to run the 10 meters, jump, and then strike with my saber. There's
All
no
right,
way this ends well, but...
You've got your saber already lit, because you specified that you activated it upon this thing showing it there, upon Rook alerting you guys to his presence, and you're up on a small mound because the ship was buried, and so you start running down the sand down this hill, and just as you get close to him, you leap up into the air for a gemso falling leaf overhand cleave.
Boom, just like I pictured it in my head.
All right, roll the hit.
Motherfucker.
30-20.
Dragon.
30-20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 moment. I have quick math. Okay. As you bring your massive saber down on top of it, it doesn't actually penetrate the skin, which, like, that's a lightsaber. That's not supposed to happen. It like leaves a scorch mark across its hide though, and it raises its head up into the air and lets out one of those large growl screeches. It's insanely loud. You could tell, even though you're up close, you could tell that this sound rolls across the sand dunes probably for miles in every direction. With that, Rook, I assume you're going to go to town. Oh, it's go time,
I would
boys.
certainly like to try.
All right.
I'm going to take my Westar M35, correct?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah. And I'm just going to Scarface, just just back and forth with this motherfucker. I'd like to take all 4 shots. Is he within 10 meters?
Yes.
All right, then I will get a +1 to each of these. The first is a natural 1.
All right.
The second is an 8. The third is a 15. The fourth is a 13.
All right. 1 moment. I got a... Wonderful. Okay, so you, in Red Dawn, the one guy gets blown up from the helicopter, going, Wolverines, or like that.
Wolverine!
You bring your gun down to the hip, and your military training is screaming at you, but also you think this is going to look really cool. You let off a barrage of shots, although you very quickly learn why you're not supposed to shoot from the hip, as despite the fact that this thing's literally within melee range of you, every shot goes wide and hits sand.
Sweat rolls down my face.
The empty expression on your helmet says it all. You.
I'd like to end my turn with good boy.
The smoke still coming from the barrel of your weapon. You. Nice lizard monster.
Oh no.
Which brings us back to Crow.
Yeah, it's my 4-round action. Fuck.
All right. I forget how suppressing fire works, but I would like to try and do that to get it to back up.
All right. I gotta dig through rules.
I know. I was trying to look too, but I couldn't find it.
It's in the Hero's Guide.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, that does not help me.
I have like a basic understanding if you want the abridged version.
I'm pretty sure I know what it does. I just need like the DCs and stuff. One sec, I can find it pretty quickly, I think. Droids, new combat actions, page 133.
Oh, I gotta mark off my
suppression
ammo.
fire right here. That was faster than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so target a 4x4 meter area and make a attack roll against DC 15. So make an attack roll.
Does a 16 do it? 16? I assume
Yes.
so.
Okay, so now, basically, you can make opportunity attacks with your gun if this thing leaves this area.
Perfect.
Make sense?
Yep.
All right, wonderful. So you raise your weapon and you bring it to bear on this crazy dragon. You're like, this guy moves. I'm totally gonna smoke him. All right, is that your turn? One sec.
I believe so,
What
yeah.
kind of action it was? It has multiplier, autofire. It doesn't say what kind of action.
I'd assume it's an attack action. I'd assume. But
Oh, full round action. Okay, yep.
I'm done.
So that is your entire turn. You can take a 2-meter step if you wish.
Nope, I'm nice and comfy up
All right.
where I am.
So you just you raise your weapon. You've got this thing. You've got your eyes trained on it. If it tries to move, you're gonna smoke it.
If Rook took his 2-meter step on his turn backwards, would he have taken an attack of opportunity?
Yes, I think you.
Okay. Because like it's biting me, right?
Yes.
So if I back up, it'll jump at me.
It'll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Then I will. Never mind. Sorry. Just thinking about that.
You're good. Debar is gone.
What? Oh,
Brett,
my
not
God.
I was about to be real pissed. Not gonna lie.
I was like,
No, I was laying down reading rules.
What a
Brett, is there any external speaker systems on the ship?
Like a PA? He shouts at you from down the tube.
Yes.
No, sir.
Chris, get out of there.
Also, I appreciate the Star Wars theme swearing.
I'm going to try something. Dial up the ship's PA, internal speakers, all the way up.
And I'm going to go over to the speaker system, and I want to put up my little,
the
speaker
hatch
palm.
in our room is open, so like theoretically it could get out.
Yeah,
You could
that's why.
poke your head up and shout?
No.
Oh,
The
you're trying to use your little
internal
bomb
system.
thing.
I want to.
Okay.
The monkey bomb. I forgot about that.
All right.
Set up to the speaker, or like up next to the speaker. Click the button, turn on the speaker so it starts, ear rape, and so it gets really loud in the ship. Maybe gets out of the ship to pure.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
worth
go
a
ahead.
shot. What do
I
I
don't
do
know
for
what-
that?
I don't know. You've got your little beeper bomb thing.
And I just
You,
like click the
you
button.
just hold it up to the intercom button.
Oh shit! Is it okay if I can I somehow hold it and plug my ears?
Yeah, sorta. Not really.
Like
Just
if I
have
do it with
Grant
one
plug your
hand
ears
and then,
for you, or have Grant hold it.
Grant goes up to you and the sides of your head,
okay, and then I do it.
and you. It's even with the cover. It's you guys outside. You hear from inside the ship. Muffled through some, like it's coming out of one hatch hole.
External
Super
speakers,
loud,
no.
but it is fairly annoying. However, despite the fact that it's not super loud, it appears that the high pitch drives this Kree dragon nuts as it. And he starts thrashing. He lets out that screech howl thingy that I did earlier that I don't want to do because it hurts my throat. Basically, you guys think at this point everybody on Tatooine knows that this dragon is here and is irritating you because it's loud.
Thank you.
All right, that was pretty solid. I will incorporate the fact that is going on in its text. Which it's now about to take against you, Thrackmule.
As my do I take reactions on my turn or
reactions are the same way they are in D&D. It's on other people's turns.
Cool. I'd like to use my reaction to sacrifice my movement next round to add a +1 to my AC.
Lightsaber stuff. Nice. All right. So, with that and the penalty it is taking due to the ear rape, might not hit, or it might because it also has a huge stack on it. So 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
And that's with all those negative or the additions to the. Anyways, rough.
All right, that is 19 damage.
Okay.
Does that get your wound points, or is it still vitality?
There's still vitality.
He sort of like turns. Unfortunately, Crow he doesn't leave that area because they're both within melee, so he doesn't have to. He like sort of like like when a dog is chasing its own tail, it does that sort of motion, but then it stops when it reaches the attraction when it launches forward. It's with its teeth bared, and it you like throw up your arm and like its mouth starts to like close around your arm, but as you as it does so, you sort of like stick your other hand there. You can hold its jaw open for a minute, just long enough for you to push yourself back, taking some minor scrapes on your arm and hand, but no real damage. Thrackmule, with that, it is your turn, as this thing just tried to basically take your entire arm off.
Now I'm gonna stick my hand in its mouth and stab upward.
Just gonna straight chamber of secrets this great dragon.
Yes.
Roll a hit.
How does Thrak compare to this thing's size? He's bigger than most of us.
It's longer than it is big, but it's still like pretty big. He's probably like about eye level with its snout.
Holy shit.
This thing is not
Fucking
small by any stretch of the
unit.
imagination.
21 to hit.
That hits as you straight just shove your lightsaber into its mouth. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
Eight damage.
Right, as you do so, it like manages to like twist its head. So your lightsaber is supposed to go in like this, but it sort of just like went in like that. Because as it started going, it twisted its head and like tilted your blade to the side, but it still catches it like on the like you know when you put a chip that's too big in your mouth, it feels like that. Painful and really inconvenient, but not in any way life-threatening. Although when it happens, you think it is. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Rook.
He turns around.
Yeah.
The Krayt Dragon turns around, and I just jetpack. I would like to go approximately 30 meters away, specifically 38 meters away.
Okay.
Like away from the ship.
Or you like?
I'm out. And then from back there, I'm gonna.
All right.
I
This
got a
thing
little
is
more
like
breathing
killing. I'm not messing around.
I'm gonna look at my shoulder that almost got ripped off, and I'm like, I'm not taking any chances. And I'm gonna start shooting again.
All right. You look down as you like hit the sand and your feet sink in quite a bit with the force of the landing, and you look down to your now physically damaged armor as there's a jagged tooth scratch missing from the chest piece. Like,
First is a 12.
Nope.
What is that? An 8, 6, I mean.
Nope.
18?
Yes.
Nice.
You're rolling like Gerald tonight.
17.
Gerald's rolling kind of well. Still hits.
Okay, good.
And you can only make 3 because you moved, right?
Oh shit, that would be my move action. I didn't even fucking think of that. I'm dumb. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember. I think even multi-fire is a full round action.
I have my book open to equipment right here.
I think it's an attack. might be.
Doesn't say. That's annoying.
Yeah.
There's the rules in this book are all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to get away, but that would be. So I can only. I'm gonna only take one shot. So and I would like to take it as I'm flying backwards, if that matters thematically.
Okay. It doesn't matter mechanically. Thematically, go ahead. I'm just gonna have to re-roll it since you rolled so many fucking dice.
Actually, it does kind of matter. If I take my shot before I leave 10 meters, I'll have an extra +1. Is that cool? Can I do that?
Well, thematically, it's not like D&D where you can like break up movement and attacks. You need feats to do that.
Okay.
So thematically, it works. Mechanically,
So okay,
unless you want to take your shot like before you move.
No, fuck it. I'm getting that. And I'm gonna take a shot here.
Okay.
And this is only an 11, but I get to add stuff to it for the first time in ever. +6 is 17. That's that one that hits, right? Only taking one attack per turn. Is this what it feels like to be you, Crow? What the fuck?
It could be literally everybody but you.
That is going to be 5, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. 12. Yep. 12 points. There you go.
When you land with that shot. Why 38 meters, can I ask?
There was something I was going to, 2-step meter but now it doesn't matter. So can I go the full 40?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. That's the range increment on my gun, so that's what I can shoot without any disadvantage.
All right. Crow. Sorry, is that your turn, Garrett?
Yep.
Crow, you're up.
Just gonna shoot it. Give it the old.
All right.
The old
bang.
1-2. Except for it's just one.
Give him the old 1-2.
9.
Hit. 9 hit.
Yep.
All right. As you raise your gun, and just as you're about to take the shot, you got one lined up right to hit him in the eye. There's suddenly a large flash of light from Rook's jetpack, and it sort of like throws your shot off for a moment. And you, as you instinctively look towards the flash, right as you squeeze the trigger, your shot sails over the great dragon's head.
Griff.
Dabar.
Overload the speakers. Take away main power.
Are you talking to Grant?
Yeah, my ears are covered and like it's really loud where I'm at.
Oh yeah, it's like physically hurting you. Your head feels like it's going to explode.
Basically, I don't know how well. I'm just going to re-say what I said in normal voice.
Okay.
Take away some other power source and draw more power to the speakers.
Somebody read the rules like I told him to.
What?
I said somebody read the rules like I told him to.
Yes.
All right, he's going to do that. He needs to make a check. Okay. You as you're sitting there, like, oh god, this could not be any worse. Suddenly, it gets much, much worse as the speakers are overclocked, and you feel like any louder, and the speakers might actually explode.
Holy shit!
And as a note, if you want to do things in this loud noise, there will be penalties. But if you're just going to sit here,
want to maintain loud noise. I'm not going to really do anything. So,
as it gets louder and higher, and the feedback loop is terrible.
Oh god!
Crow, from your vantage point on top of the ship, you're relatively close to the thing, and it's even starting to hurt your ears now. And this great dragon goes ballistic. Is that your entire turn, Davar?
Yeah.
As it does so, it's going to and it's going to run its way up the side of the dirt mound that the ship has created trying to attack the source of this noise. Thrakneel, you will get an attack of opportunity as it leaves melee.
Hit it! Chop its legs off!
Not even a bard, still playing like a support character.
What you're creating distracting loud noises. This is exactly what Sweetie would do.
This is exactly
Exactly.
Thrakneel, what do you
except
do you roll a hit?
yes. Sorry, we were distracted. Dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
I want a natural 20 is what I want, though.
That would be nice.
But you like it dirty, so.
All right, Garrett.
Look how fucking sweet my helmet looks. God, it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, it does look really freaking cool.
All right, 10 damage.
Hey, don't be calling it gay. It's amazing. 10 damage?
Yup.
All right. And just as it leaves, you and you take a slash at it. It glances off its hide and one of its shoulders, and it dashes up the sand. Rook, it's now basically up with you. And it is going to make an attack at you, Rook. Not Rook, Crow. I might have said Rook earlier as well. Crow.
Yeah, you did. And I went like this. I said no.
Oh, sorry. It's gonna be an 18 to hit. Oh wait, no, not an 18. I forgot to inflict penalties. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, just misses.
All right.
Annoying
Thanks, Devar.
noises.
You almost took a lot of damage. As it bites at you, it seems, and rightly so, distracted and in pain from this high frequency. You're able to just like duck underneath it, and this thing is now basically right up in your face. Tracking what is now your turn, as you just got a glancing hit off of this creature.
I'd like to move closer towards it and strike again, or try to at least.
You run up. You run your way up the sand. As you do so, your saber falls behind and drags in the sand. And as the sand hits the saber, it sort of like smokes, and some of it even turns to glass. You bring it up in an anime style. Yeah.
I wish I was that cool in real life.
This is why we have D&D.
Dirty 20 yet again. I like this game. I'm starting to dig it. My rolls have gotten so much.
You like this game? That's cool. Maybe we should play it more often.
All right, roll a hit or roll damage. I mean.
12 damage.
All right. As you run up and you bring this attack to bear, and it sort of like hits it in the back of the knee, and it just as this happens, you see from in the distance over one of the sand ridges, there's a large plume of sand being kicked up. All of you that are outside can see this. And several what appear to be people riding on these large green creatures ride over the sand. They're coming in full tilt.
Oh, fuck.
With that, Rook, your turn.
I'm going to look over at them and look back at the...
Oh, fuck. No, never mind. Yes, Rook. I thought it was Crow.
Yeah,
and I
no,
screwed up again, but it is Rook.
I look over and I'm like, no. Oh, God. Blasted Griffin, son of a... And I'm going to, once again, I'm going to, like, reach for a second clip as I will continuously just shooting totally not what they taught me at the academy. I'm going to, like, I'm ready to reload after these shots. And I'm just going to, as I'm reaching for a second clip, or second power
magazine, power cell, whatever.
Yeah, power pack.
Roll those, baby.
Okay. 18, 19, 9, 15.
3 hits, 1 miss.
Oh, shit. Let's go. First one, 10.
Yeah.
Second, 14. Third, this is the worst one, 6. So 30. Nice even 30 at the end of the turn.
Yes,
And then as soon as I take all those shots, the smoke's, coming out, and I just like hit a switch and the power pack just like boom pops out and it's all hot. And I'm like going to grab another one on my turn.
Okay. And as you do so, you can see these guys riding they're these big wide wide-footed green lizard creatures that you recognize as dewbacks. They're running pretty quick. And these guys, they all have their assorted races, and there's a total of 5 of them. And as they approach, they reach down, and there's saddle holsters, and from those they pull out what appear to be rifles. Bro,
Yay? Question mark?
All right, so I'm probably gonna take an attack of opportunity here, but it's all right. Can I like slide between this thing's legs? So we're on an incline here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to slide between the thing's legs, pull out my lightsaber, and take a slash at it. Probably gonna miss, and it's probably gonna hurt, but I want to do it.
All right. Due to the severity of the noise, you will take a -2 penalty.
Okay. And then is it -4 for not having proficiency?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Plus your -1 for strength. So
Yep.
I believe it's a total of -7.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I got a 0.
As a note, mathematically, you would not have been able to hit at all with that.
Mm-hmm. It's
Only
okay.
with a natural 20.
Yep, totally fine.
However, it was still really cool. You this thing is are you leaving its range, or are you just like sliding underneath it?
I want to slide underneath it and get past it with 10 meters, my 10-meter movement.
Okay. Then you will take an attack of opportunity. However, as you your lightsaber rakes across the bottom of it. And you although the awkward angle being underneath, it's hard to concentrate with the sound and everything. You weren't able to like push it through its tough hide, but it does slide across the and you as you slide out from underneath, like with one of its back feet, kicks back a claw at you, and that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it's
Alrighty then.
Only 23 hits? Jeez.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
So-
damage.
So sorry for what I'm about to do. And 31 damage.
oh fuck.
Is that
Nope,
We're-
I'm still in vitality. We're chill.
all right?
What?
Cool.
Fucking barely, but yep.
You're in
It doesn't-
vitality still?
As
Yeah,
he,
I
as he
got
kicks
34.
back as he kicks back at you, the claws rake across your plastoid armor, and leaving like scratches, but not breaking through the armor as they did with Rook. But you now have the these shallow cuts raking across your chest piece as you slide through the sand, and like underneath your helmet, your eyes are wide. And you've got that feeling like when you narrowly avoid a close car accident, like I should have died just now. By all measurements of math and science, my life should be over.
That one really hit home for me. I really felt that.
Yeah, that one's a little too close, too
Yeah.
real.
Like Gerald, that time I crossed the interstate and then you crapped yourself.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, this is when it ends.
Dabar, your turn. As your eyes is like squeezing out of your head.
That's all
You're
I
just gonna,
do.
okay,
Yeah.
maintain the frequency.
Alright. It is the Crate Dragon's turn. Track Mule, you're now up there with it. It will turn and try to bite at you.
Can I use my reaction to?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank God.
Increase your armor class.
Yes.
It's unfortunately still 22.
That still hits.
You just like hold out your lightsaber, like, help me!
Please, God.
Protect me, Tusk.
Shoot it for God's sakes.
I did.
That is 25 damage.
As Thrakmiel collapses.
Oh, shit.
Are you wounded or dead?
I'm out of
What's-
wound points.
Oh boy. Oh
fuck.
boy. Okay.
Yeah, man.
This thing.
Does he slide down?
No. This thing turns around, and Thrakmiel raises his lightsaber to bear, but it turns its head sideways once again, expecting Thrakmiel to repeat that same thing that he did last time. And it closes its jaws around Thrakmiel's torso, its teeth sinking into Thrakmiel's flesh, as it lifts Thrakmiel from the ground in its mouth. And
Holy shit. Well,
around this time,
you're a medic, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work.
Sorry, one second. Gotta
Wait, okay, so
Yes, Thrakmiel.
hold on. Keep going. I just need to read the points for the rules for when you have 0 hit points, what's expected of me. I need to refresh myself. It's been a while since somebody punched me in the temple.
You are disabled right now. And
Here.
wait, how many wound points are you at exactly? Is it exactly 0?
No.
It's negative something.
Yeah.
More than negative 10?
Let me check.
Oh dear.
I gotta run the numbers.
You have to
Because
check.
if it's negative 10, you're kind of dead.
So no, it's a -4.
Okay.
Jesus.
Then you are dying.
God damn it.
You are unconscious, cannot take any actions, and you will lose an additional 1 wound point every round until you stabilize. To stabilize, you'll make fortitude saves and basically death saves, but you can stay alive longer than just 3.
I'm gonna
or somebody
fucking
can
die.
save you.
This is how I fucking die.
Around this time, these dewback riders, the 5 of them, reach about where your ship is. They ride past you, Rook, and their dewbacks sort of encircle the ship, and they all raise these rifles. And as you prepare to as you like steady yourself, your combat training has taught you to like brace yourself, and you're about to hear a lot of blaster fire because it'll get really loud. It's even louder than you expect, as these weapons don't discharge plasma, but instead you just hear sounds like gunpowder being lit as these slug thrower rifles pelt bits of molten hot metal into this crate dragon as he dealing amounts of damage.
Got a fucking psycho rifle, baby.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot.
What a damage. Thank you, Phil Swift.
Thank you, Phil Swift.
All right. And they all take their shots. Throw these slugs are whizzing past your head. You kind of panic for a second, like yeah. You saw in your clone training, you know that slug throwers they're honestly much worse than blasters. They don't penetrate armor as effectively, but when they do get you, they get you hard, tearing your flesh from your body. Sometimes leaving bits of slug inside you. I watched a video about how basically weapons in Star Wars are nowhere near as awful as actual guns. And with that, Thrakmiel, make your fortitude save.
Wish me luck, boys. Does a natural 20 count for anything?
I don't think
But
so.
outside of a success, I hope that's a success.
It is a success, but I don't think you don't like automatically pick up like you do in D&D.
That's fine. I'm willing to take it. It means I'm not dead.
Wait, so what happens to him? He just doesn't die further?
Yes.
Or, okay, that's good.
So, like, will I have to make another fortitude save, or I'll lose?
Oh, you are now stable. Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
So you are still unconscious, but you are not losing wound points every round. So you're not getting closer to death.
Yes.
But you just basically lay there, bloodied but not bleeding out.
Until this crate dragon just decides it's lunchtime.
Rook, your turn. Quite literally, the cavalry has arrived.
I'm going to be like, oh, no. Oh, no. So the thing spits out. I'm just going to... Shit. I got to make sure Thrak doesn't die. I'm going to take one
This is
singular
something I
shot.
forgot to account for earlier. But you will take a -2 penalty because Crow is in melee.
That's a thing?
Yeah, if somebody is fighting with
Have we
your...
ever done this before?
It's I try to watch for it. It has not come up very often because there's usually multiple enemies and usually Thrakmule is fighting somebody else. However, it is a rule. You take a -2 penalty if somebody is in melee with them that you don't want to kill.
Crow.
Okay, cool, fine. I'm going to run 10 meters towards the situation.
Okay.
And, oh, no, wait, shit, that's my move action to reload. Never mind.
Yes, it is.
Reload. And I'm going to shoot at him. With my one singular shot, that is a natural 20.
Alrighty, so that hits. Roll to confirm the crit.
Oh, shit, I forgot that was a thing. Oh, come on, baby, come on. Hit! Okay, 16 plus 6, 22.
Yes. Yep.
Fuck yeah. Kick his ass. Wha-cha-cha! Oh, fuck! 12, 15 points. So that's a DC 20 fortitude save on his part? Or do enemies function differently?
Whoa, what do you mean DC 20 fortitude save?
Or else he'll pass out, right?
Oh, right, because he's wounded. Yep, forgot that's the thing. Well, one sec, actually. I need this one. Okay. As you do so, you take your shot, and it lands perfectly, hits him in the side of the neck. This probably should take this crate dragon out. However, its hide seems so thick that it reduces the damage a significant amount. And no damage is done.
None? What? But wait.
Wait. So does that mean the whole time we haven't done anything?
No, because you've been attacking its vitality points. Crate dragons have a 15-point damage reduction, which only affects wound points. Unless you attack something. It's a thing. It's great.
Boy. Well, shit.
Boy.
I was feeling so good about the shot. I threw the helmet off. I was like, come on. And just dick. Absolute dick.
All right. Crow, your turn.
What the fuck am I gonna do? If I go to retrieve Thrakmule and slide him towards where I am right now, will I take an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you will.
I don't want to do
Leave me.
Hey,
Yeah. I don't think I can do any actual damage to it. I guess I'm gonna try and shoot it in the face.
The face. So,
You're on something here, kid.
as you go to aim up that shot at its face, you notice that its armored hide that has proved a problem for you this entire fight. There is a large opening. Its nose is quite large and it has a naval cavity, and you can see a nasal cavity. You see that the skin on the inside is not that same protective hide. And thinking back, that's where the Dewback Riders were targeting, was its facial nose region. So you think that might be the play.
Fuck yeah!
You can try to target specifically that cavity, taking a penalty to your attack.
Rifle butt, or rifle just fucking up the fucking nose.
How big of a penalty here?
-20.
-20?
Mm-hmm.
What?
This thing is insane.
Then how the fuck? What?
If I get a natural 20, does it hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
I thought you were gonna say -4, and I was like,
Okay,
whoa, that's a lot. -20.
I'm fucking in. 10.
Is that with the penalty?
No.
Okay.
-10.
You ended it seems to know that this weakness is one that it has, and it specifically purposely protecting that safe spot. Dabar, your turn. Are you yet again?
You can basically just take me out of initiative because I'm going to keep doing this.
Okay. Honestly, it's really helpful because you're giving him a pretty good penalty to his attacks.
Yeah. I'm basically just casting Bane, so what else can I do?
All right. Crow. Enraged, you dare try to shoot him in the nose because Creed dragons don't like that. Tries to attack you. It is with penalty 12. Thank you.
Thanks, Dabar. That doesn't hit.
Wait, I given him a -12?
No. With the penalty, his attack roll was a 12.
Gotcha.
Actually, if he tries to bite Crow, he gets a -20 on his attack because Crow is
a weak
small?
spot.
I don't know.
Sorry, Chief.
Does that math not add up?
I think that adds up in my eyes.
All right. The riders all shoot again. They lay their weapons into this creature, just as they did before. Rat Mule, you can't do anything.
Okay.
Rook.
Fuck me. I see Crow's in danger too. Jetpack over. I'm gonna land next to the dragon, and then I don't know if I can ready in action technically, but whenever he goes to bite me, or Crow, I'll just flamethrower right into his face or mouth.
All right.
Because a burnt tongue, anytime he eats in the next week, he'll just be like, "Oh fuck, it tastes like rubber."
All right. I don't have the rules up for me. How does that flamethrower work?
I do. I rolled a hit, and then he rolls a DC 15 reflex save to take half. If I end up hitting, which, God, I hope I do. 16.
Yes.
Oh, I have actually, it's in point blank, so I'd have 17, but it hits anyway. So, and then he has to make a D6? Wow, I don't know where that came from. DC 15 reflex save. What does he roll?
Reflex save. You roll Oh wait, nope, that's reputation, not reflex. Reputation, what the fuck?
What does that even mean?
I have a
Dragons
plus
is
4 to it,
reputation
whatever
gas.
it means.
I hate these days. You rolled an 11.
Aha! Okay, so he's gonna take some
Damage.
fire damage. Flame on! Okay, it's gonna be 9 points of fire damage.
All
So
right.
I'm like, ah!
Do me a favor and roll a percentage die.
Oh, doesn't he start on fire?
Yeah, he does that too.
Okay, give me some. I gotta find the fire page after this too. Or does that have to do with the
All right.
percentile die? Or is that just a complete?
No. Percentile dies because you jury-rigged your flamethrower last night.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot about that. What do you mean? This is a professional job. 82.
All right, you. This thing's pretty sick.
I want one of
How
those.
much fire damage did you say?
9.
All right.
Catching on fire. He takes an extra D6 immediately because he's now on fire because he failed the reflex save, which is an extra 1 point of fire damage. And each subsequent round, the burning hero, I'm just going to assume he's a hero, just makes another reflex saving throw. Failure means he takes another D6 point of damage that round. Success means the fire has gone out.
All right.
He can automatically extinguish the flames by jumping into water, but due to this being Tatooine, I doubt that's an issue.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any water around. As you let this flamethrower loose, his head is now, like there are spots of it that are still, engulfed in flame. And he rears up on his back feet, just gives out an angry roar before slamming his front legs back down on the ground. And, like basically just like roaring in your face.
I'm gonna say,
and as he does so, you can smell the foul breath and you see the jagged teeth of this giant, immense monster.
I'm gonna say, Crow, get out of here! And I don't know if he can actually leave without taking an attack of opportunity, so maybe he doesn't want to get out of here. But
all right, Davar skip and his turn. Well, he rolled even worse than last time. 1 sec. He rolled a 10 to hit.
Who? Me? I mean,
Great,
either way.
You, Rook. Sorry, I'm looking at you.
Okay,
Was it Rook's turn?
You can't see
there?
that.
Yeah.
So it should be me.
Oh, fuck. I did it again where I looked at the paper and thought Rook, but saw Crow. Anyway, Crow, take your turn.
All right, I ditched the helmet. I gotta switch back to my headphone.
Is there like a disengage thing? Wait, can I like disengage? Is that a thing? And then go over to Thrackmeal?
1 sec. Attacks of opportunity. Disengage. Okay. Disengage from combat to 4-round action to disengage the first 2 meters of your movement you take must be out of your opponent's threatened area by the shortest possible route. Within 2 meters, you can't disengage. You can move normally in order to escape an opponent. Okay, so yes, you can get out of there without taking an attack of opportunity, and then you have twice your movement.
Okay, and then I'd like to use that to go over to Thrackmeal.
Okay.
And then
keeping your eye on this crate dragon as it whirls around, clawing and lashing. Right now, specifically at Rook, who just like gave him the hottest spicy burrito of ever. And you make your way around to Thrackmeal.
Okay, I'm gonna prepare to treat him next turn.
All right, sounds good. Now I'll skip Davar, crate dragon. Oh my god. 13 to hit. Rook.
Yes.
I felt bad because I missed you with a 10 and then I had to take that away, but this one was not much better. All right, so as it's on fire, oh, also reflex save.
Now, do you want to do it on my turn or hit?
Is it when's it supposed to be?
It says next every round, so I don't know.
So probably on your turn then.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, it like thrashes around, goes to bite at you, but you just duck underneath fairly easily. The riders will take their attacks again. Alrighty. Right. And they once again all at once and in sync let their slugs fly. Crows, you duck down over Thrackmule. You sort of put your body over his to protect him from the oncoming fire from all directions, as well as the Grey Dragon. Thrackmule can't do anything. Rook. This is literally just the clones now.
Rooker. Is it me now?
Yes, it's you now.
All right, roll a reflex
can you
save.
flip your thing down?
Roll a reflex save for that Great Dragon there, buddy.
Probably not great.
I'm gonna use my red die because it's fire.
Nice.
Is it 15?
13.
5 points of fire damage. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
All right.
And then, as it is currently inflamed, and then I'm like, does this thing looks like slower and harder to evade my attacks due to its size?
What do you add?
Like, it hasn't been able to extinguish the flame. Can I equate that to it being like, is it bulky or like?
Yeah, it is. It's. You do think its large size is playing into its ability to dodge your attacks.
I'm gonna go flamethrower again. I don't know. As he's like in my face, I feel like if I could disorient his eyeballs or something, or like, I don't know. I'm not having good luck with the blaster right now, so I'm just gonna go fire. Don't know if that logic works out.
Once again, like right in his face, you raise your blaster up and just, or your flamethrower up, and you.
This wasn't a good day to mess with me. That's gonna be a 15.
No, unfortunately. Wait. Yes, sorry.
Ah!
Yep, okay. Yeah.
And then he needs to roll 15 for his reflex save.
He failed.
He takes, whatcha-chow? Ooh, a toasty 11 damage, and he continues to be on fire.
All right.
Bitch boy. And I would like to... I don't know if I can do this without like an action or something. Does he look concerned? Does he have emotions? Does he have like do I get anything besides feral creature?
He's a big toothy boy. That's
Gotcha.
about it.
Okay. So I can't reason with we can't let's just put our guns down and have a chat here, you know?
Right. This is
Let's talk about this.
Maybe like if you were a little more on Thrackmule's side of the spectrum, you could do the whole Anakin and Attack of the Clones use the Force thing. But you think just being like, okay, buddy, like we don't know why you're mad, but let's maybe just talk this out. You don't think that would? Yes. Quite angry. 14 tries to bite you. Oh, wait, shit, no, less than that. Less than 14. Yes, Crow.
Tom's turn.
Motherfucker. Okay, Tom. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna treat injury. You're gonna use a med pack on Thrak.
Med pack that restores hit points, correct?
Wound points, yes.
Wound points.
So a DC 15 treat injuries check, and I got a 28.
Holy hell.
Okay. Then he receives 1d2.
He receives 2 wound points.
All right. Does that bring you up to or above 0?
Well, if I'm at -4, that brings me up to -2.
And he places this patch over one of the wounds, and it's once again it's like a small bandage with that blue bubble thingy on it. As he presses the bubble down, releasing back into your body, that specific tooth mark seems to close slightly. Plus, that one was nice to narrate because I just got to feel myself up the whole time. Now it is his turn because we're still skipping Dabar.
Fuck Dabar.
Yeah, fuck Dabar.
An attack against you. 16 to hit, Rook.
17 is my defense.
And you dive to the side. And with that, the gun boys are going to take their shots again. And as they do so, they're all. You see one of them, a human, sort of ride out from the circle a bit, stop his dewback. He lays his rifle over his arm, which makes no sense, but they do it in the movies, and it looks really cool. And like in slow motion, if this were a movie, the camera would track the bullet as it flies out of the muzzle of this man's gun and flies straight down the hole of this thing's nose. And as it does so, you see his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he falls to the ground.
I want to kick his charred corpse in the head. Is he still on fire?
A little bit, yeah.
Good. And I'm going to look around at the people riding on the dewbacks.
They all stop. However, they don't lower their weapons as they are now trained on you.
I'm going to, I got my flamethrower on my left, my rifle on my right, and I'm going to, put both down. Be like, I guess we have to thank you for this.
As you do so, the one that killed the dragon, the human, he keeps his gun and he moves it towards you, Rick, and says, "That's right, you do. Guns down on the ground. Ollie, now."
And I'm gonna flat palm, slowly reach my hands up. Well, this hose goes up my armor, and this has a strap on it.
Take it off then.
Dabar, I'm trying to negotiate.
Hey.
Could you shut off the noise?
I don't know if I can hear anything.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
a loud ringing in my ears.
For honestly, you can't hear much of anything.
I don't know if I can hear my own thoughts, so
you really can't. Hey, you! What are you doing shouting? Better calm down, or my men will shoot you dead.
The noise. I'm trying to shut it off.
All right, make it quick. You, kneeling over the dead one. Stand up.
I assume I got blood all over my hands, and I'm stitching up shit. So I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna keep working.
All right. 1 sec. There's a rule for assisted stabilization for when people are unconscious. So I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. Sorry, boys. This is. I'm trying to help save Davar's life over here.
Dude, this flamethrower is fucking rad.
Yeah, it is.
You mean Thrakmeel's life?
Who did I say?
Davar.
Say Davar. My God, I cannot remember any of you
Alright,
guys.
You just don't know us at all.
Messing up the clones that makes sense. But
The hut and the elephant, really?
the hut is so much cuter.
Really?
Sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't
I mean,
got
I'd
a big
fuck a
ass
hut.
plastic dick hanging off my face.
Facts.
All right.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah. Basically, since he's already stable, there's like not much else you can do other than just like give him points or whatever. Right now, stand up, nice and slow.
Can't you see he's dying?
Yeah, we'll make sure he gets there all right. Just stand up.
Hi. I'm just gonna back up to the cockpit to make sure my pilot can see me, so I can tell him to shut that blasted sound off.
As long as you keep your hands where we can see them.
Turn around, walk up the rest of the ship because we were like kind of at the base of it fighting the dragon. And then he's looking up at the sky, and I'm gonna pop my head. Davar!
Turn it off. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna collapse because now I got like a painstaking headache.
Hey, you there with your head in the ship. Whoever you're talking to down there, send him out here too. Nice and slow like.
Davar, we're having guns pointed at us. Get out here. All right.
What?
You hear Davar shout, "What?" His hearing is probably slightly damaged.
You know what
Davar,
I said.
you
Now
say
get out
what?
here.
It's just sort of like, what? You can barely hear yourself speak.
Davar has tinnitus.
Fun fact: the technical medical pronunciation is tinnitus.
I don't
hate
like that. I don't like it.
It feels wrong in my mouth. That's what she
Yes.
said.
All right.
How well could I hear him say they have guns pointed at us?
Well enough.
Okay.
Guns pointed at us, grabbed your attention, hearing impaired or not.
And then I'm gonna, for like a second note, and by guns I mean guns, slug throwers, not blasters. You should get out here. It's strange.
I'm gonna Grant. Don't leave the ship. Make
Yes,
sure everything's
Captain.
running okay.
Will do, Captain. You don't hear him respond.
Okay. I'm guessing he has like, I don't know how I envision the droid perfectly, but I'm guessing he has some sort of like flashing when he speaks or something like that from like
Nope.
his mouth or something. No, okay.
Not at all.
Or not like any movement when he
Nope,
speaks.
literally just
Nope.
looks at you.
Okay. After staring at him for like a hot second. Yeah,
He-
whatever.
Gives you a sort of half salute and walks up to the cockpit.
Yeah. I'm going like, out. Can I like get out?
You would need
as-
assistance. Like you can, again, since the ship is at an angle, you could like climb up, but getting through the hole, you will need someone to pull.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah. Spider legs just
that's our guy. He's gonna have a little trouble getting up here.
You help him up real slow. You, I said get off that dead one now.
Listen, our friend is just, and I'm gonna start.
Listen, we aren't
Doing-
riffing around with y'all.
I'm gonna start doing what we call a filibuster, and I'm gonna try to maintain a talk for as long as it is necessary to keep Thrakmeal alive. Listen, we understand that we are on your planet as guests. Well, not guests. It's not like we chose to be here.
Yeah,
Right.
more like
I suppose
intruders.
we should I suppose we should introduce ourselves. We're Republic officials.
Listen, I don't care whose politician's boots you're licking. You're gonna help him out of the ship. You're gonna walk down real slow like.
I will do that. In one moment. You told me to take this contraption off, so I was gonna do that now. Oh, and the gun. I'm also gonna. All right, and we connected this with a hose back here. So I'm gonna turn around, show him the jetpack. I'm not wearing my all-temperature cloak because I'm dumb. I'm gonna see the hose here, sort of.
I don't care. Just take it off.
The whole, because I got to do unstrap if I'm gonna. Damn jetpack. I don't have to take my helmet off. I already have it off. Okay.
Looking outside in the bright sun, like after like this is the first time like I've seen it through just glass. So I want to put down my arc welder goggles
because arc welding goggles.
I take it they kind of work as sunglasses, like in a sense.
Isn't that what they are?
Can't see.
Yeah, it's like they are like super sunglasses.
Yeah,
it's actually kind of dark now.
Can I evade questioning long enough to attempt for Thrak to be attempted to be resuscitated?
Thrak is stable. He's not dying. So like I
want to try and wake him up, get him conscious. Whatever I got to do that.
You think the only thing that'll do that is time? Hell!
Stupid Jedi.
They're gonna leave me for dead.
Right.
This is how it ends.
I'd like to point out that for once in combat, Thrakul did more damage than anybody else, so I'd show him a little more respect going forward.
Yeah. Give him such calm.
Jetpack off. All right. No weapons. Now we can talk.
You can talk once you're off that ship. Get down here now.
All right. As I'm walking down, I'm gonna look over at Thrak and be like, "How's he holding up? Is he all right?"
Hey,
he's alive.
Good.
We're talking. Get down here.
All right.
You can take that big fella down with you. Dabar, I assume at this point Rook has already helped pull you out.
Yeah, I'll come over.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna grab a hold of his arm, and I'm gonna be like, "Be careful. These people are already distrusting of us.
What?
Mind your manners, all right?"
What about manners?
I'm gonna try to shut his mouth hole.
Any of you got any weapons?
My lead.
Any of you got any weapons? Best put them down in the sand before you come down here. Understood?
I'm gonna also go over to the hole and toss my lightsaber in.
Down into the ship?
Yep.
All right. Hey, what was that?
Knife.
Now you leave everything in the sand up here. We're gonna collect it.
Okay, then I'll toss my blaster over to the side.
You can take that big one down here with you. He nods to Thrakmul's unconscious form.
Oh boy, can you take that big one down?
You can drag him. It's sand.
Oh, okay, that's fair. All right, Crow, you do that. I'll try to reason with these people. Hello, we're Republic Special Forces. We were sent in from Coruscant. We were meant to go to Raxus Prime. Frankly, we ended up in the wrong place. We apologize for the intrusion.
I do not care where you're from or where you're going. The point is you're here. Strangers show up, dropping a ton of metal and weapons out of the sky right in the middle of Tuscan territory, and then stirring up a Karate dragon. Don't appreciate that. I'm not super trusting to stranger folk.
I assure you, we do not want to be here either.
Well then, looks like you got yourselves in a bit of a pickle. Your ship half buried like that, you ain't going nowhere real fast.
Precisely.
How you plan on getting out of here?
I'm going to look over at Dabar. How are we getting out of here?
What?
How are we getting out of here?
We're getting out of here?
How? How are we getting out? I don't have my helmet on, so you can read my list. How are we getting out of here?
Dabar, your hearing is starting to clear up. You can hear him relatively okay.
Are these people here to help?
Are you?
That's cute.
Well, I'm hopefully you're not here to hurt, right?
We'll see about that. I hope not, but we'll see. He holsters. He puts in the saddle holster that cycler rifle. He swings one leg over his dewback. He throws a scarf around his like over his shoulder. Starts walking towards you guys. So who are y'all exactly? I don't mean no Republic special hoo-has. What are your names?
Wait. Rook. Tell me if I'm wrong. This is Tatooine, right?
That's what you told me.
My good buddy Jabba lives here.
You're with
You
Jabba?
know.
You're with Jabba?
You think I'm a hut that doesn't know Jabba? Yes, I know Jabba.
All right, that's good news for us. Hear that, boys? These fellas are with Jabba. Yo, Scratchy, grab their guns. They're coming with us.
Oh, fellas, if you don't mind, could we ask why?
Well, if y'all are with Jabba, then means you'd be our ticket in. Anyway, we'll explain everything when we get back to where we're going. First things first, we're going to put y'all in binders and tie y'all together so you're easier to walk. Then we're going to make the hike back home. Sound good?
Not really.
I'd like to make it clear that y'all don't have many options, because if you disagree, we will shoot you in the back. Understood?
I'm dead.
He's dead.
We'll throw him on a dewback. He'll be all right.
Perhaps I could escort him on the dewback. You see, actually, I'm trained in riding, and if you just show me the way, I'm sure I could.
Right, we're not putting you on an animal, and we're certainly not letting you go not in chains. So like I said earlier, we're going to put y'all in binders, tie you together, tie you to the back of Scratchy's dewback, and walk you back to Fort Tuscan. Understood?
Could we? Could I throw my equipment in the ship?
Oh, no. I don't. That stuff's coming with us.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry, boys. Anyway, Scratchy, I said get off your dewback and grab their guns. And one of the men, he's a Gram. You know what Grams are? They're those goat-looking dudes with 3 eyes. There was one in John's Palace. Yep. This dude, he's a Grand, but also he is huge, like almost unnaturally large. Like Gregor Clegane built. And he swings a leg over his dewback. He almost dwarfs the dewback that he was riding. And he walks over and he like scoops up all your guns and throws your jetpack over one shoulder. Walks over to his dewback.
Look.
And
I don't have my helmet on. I ditched it way over
flying
there
in the sand.
And yep. I'm gonna look at Crow and be like, I'm gonna show the punch gun on my hand.
I'm gonna look at the dude that was talking.
He's sitting there looking at you guys, watching this whole exchange. I should note, like, physically describe him, because I haven't done that yet because I'm a bad DM. He's a bit taller than average. He's got a very rugged looking face, really dark hair, and a beard. He's very I don't know, like your stereotypical cowboy-esque figure without the hat. Basically McCree without the hat. Complete with the red scarf thrown over his shoulder. And you see he's got a gun on his hip, a pistol. as well as the rifle that he had on his dewback.
Where's the gun on this dude cuffing us?
There's nobody cuffing you yet.
The three-eyed dude who's going to cuff us.
Oh, who got your weapons?
Yeah, that guy. Sorry, never mind.
He had they all have rifles, and when he got off his dewback, he slid it into the saddle holster. And as he walks over, he has a strange looking gun. It's like a long barrel pistol almost, with two barrels and a handle on the side, like up near the muzzles. It's a shotgun. And he's got that thrown over his back, like on a strap.
I'm gonna look at Crow and be like,
gonna nod at him. If it's just not gonna be me.
Around this time, that Gran, the one that their leader referred to as Scratchy, he walks over with a bunch of binders, and
when he gets to me,
buddy,
I'm gonna be like,
out.
oh, actually, you see my hut friend there?
Yes, it's hard to miss.
Right. And you said it's on his back, his gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like handle up here. So we'd like.
All right. You see, his arms are a bit smaller than most. So when he gets his binders on, he'll I'll try to clock him in the head with my gun hand.
Your lightsaber was confiscated with the rest of their weapons, Thrackmule.
I was afraid it was lost in the sand. Ooh.
As he goes for a
Three
punch,
sessions later, you encounter a random Tusken Raider with a giant purple lightsaber. No. Okay, roll the hit.
as he clocks back for the punch, I never threw in my pistol, so I'm gonna grab out my pistol as well.
Oh boy.
And then I'm if this is like a turn thing, I'm gonna into the ship. That's my next move. We do better on our own home territory.
You're doing what? You're doing what with the ship?
I'm gonna jump into the ship.
You guys were brought like down off the.
Yeah.
So you'd have to run up the ship, and then jump in.
Isn't the hatch like at ground level though?
On the top of the sand mound.
And where are we now?
Like at the bottom of the sand mound. You'd have to run like 10 meters.
We're up. Okay, gotcha.
Are you still?
Yeah, I'm still gonna punch him in the head. I mean, I'm gonna try it.
I can run 10 meters.
1 second, I fucking lost my top character sheet because that's a thing. Oh, there it is. Plus 6, 16.
All right, 1 sec. Yeah, that hits.
Dope. Okay. That'll be. What's a D3? Is that what's a D, like a D6?
A D6, but a 4 is a 1, 5 is a 2, and a 6 is a 3.
I got a 2. What does that mean?
You dealt 2 damage.
Oh!
Plus,
That makes sense. Okay, so.
plus the blaster, I believe.
Yeah, do I do my strength mod plus that? Because that's what an unarmed strike does.
Yep.
Okay, so
strength plus D3 plus blaster.
Okay, so 3 plus 2, which is 5, and then the blaster bolt. Let's hope I can Thrackmule this motherfucker with my gun hand. That's pretty good. 6.
You also rolled a 20 with Thrackmule, so
that's a good point. 11, 12, 13. So 18 damage total.
18. Oh my god.
And then, sorry, I don't mean to.
Okay, no, you're good.
Stress you out. They like didn't search us, right? They kind of just trusted us when we threw our weapons out.
Yeah, well, they were still in the process of taking you into custody.
Okay, I have a vibro dagger that I want to throw at like Rook or Crow. God damn it, even
I got one,
but I don't know if it's
got a boot one.
Never mind.
Yeah, Crow's got a boot knife. Anyways, you punch this guy in the head, and he goes down unconscious. And as soon as you do, every rifle up
get
here points in your
shot.
direction and fires.
Yeah.
Except for the leader guy who got off his dewback, he whips out his pistol. It's like a very cowboy-esque. He just oh boy, one of those is a natural 20.
They're gonna hit my wound points no matter what. So
all right, so that is a natural 20 hits. A dirty 20, I assume, hits.
yeah,
A 19
yeah.
and a 7.
No, I thought there was only the 4.
There's oh yeah, because that was what is it?
You knocked
It is
the
4,
one
isn't it?
guy out.
Did I read off more than 4 attacks?
You just said 4. You said natural 20, dirty 20, 19, and another number. So that was
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, that's all. That's everybody.
Oh,
One's unconscious.
There were 5 guys total.
Oh, I thought there
And
were
then
only
one
4
got
guys
knocked out.
total.
No.
That's not good.
Yes, might not be super great for you, son. Where are the? There they are. Okay.
Burn the crit.
I don't have to. It's already hitting his wound points. First one is going to be 5 damage.
Key.
And 3 damage.
Okay. There's one more, right?
Yep. And then another 9 damage.
Oh, you bastard! I was so close to staying up. Fuck. I'm down to -1 wound point.
This all happens, and then Rook falls face first in the sand, unconscious.
After pulling my pistol out, I'm gonna just kind of throw it in the center.
Oh, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna go vibro dagger for the fucking leader guy. I'm gonna try and
All right,
grapple him, I guess.
you're gonna try to grapple him?
Try and get the knife to his throat.
Fuck, grappling rules are complicated. Grappling.
Aha, grapple check.
What page?
In my 171, 170 and 171.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so make your grapple check. So you have to make a melee touch attack.
No shit.
Definitely
Okay.
stab someone.
Do I add my modifier to this?
Your strength modifier.
Okay, 17.
17. So it's your base attack plus your strength.
Well, base attack minus my strength, but yeah.
All right. 17 misses.
Fuck,
As
shit, fuck.
you like dive at him, and he just sidesteps, and he like trips you, and you like sort of stumble forward, and he raises his gun right at your head. What in the hell do y'all think you're doing? We've got you surrounded, and our guns are all pointed at you. Now you start swinging on us, knocking out poor Scratchy there. I see, that's just not cool. We already didn't like you because you said you were working for Jabba. Now you're swinging on us. You're a little lucky.
I'm gonna take a
You're
step
useful to
forward
us.
And with one of
As
my
you do so,
droidical
all of the guns that just put Rook down point over at you.
yeah, I'm going to do it. And with my front right droidical leg, I would like to make the argument that droidica legs come at a point. I'm going.
Okay.
And with whatever force I have from the I can't think of the cybernetic that thing, and all 3,000 pounds of me of that go down into this guy's throat.
The guy that's unconscious on the ground?
Yeah.
Well. Make an unarmed strike.
18 plus melee, right? That's a dirty 20.
Okay. That hits also. Where'd they go? Okay. Everybody attacks you once again. Or not once again, because you haven't been attacked yet.
They're gonna fucking kill us all.
Okay. That's an 8.
The hit?
Yeah.
Miss.
And then an 11.
Miss.
21.
Hit.
And a critical.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, the critical's not even a hit, it's an oh fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be better. That one's a crit.
Confirm.
Not correct.
No, because if he only hits some of my wound points and only some of my vitality points, I might still stay up.
You could spread it out.
It's a 27 on to confirm the crit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this might be good. Maybe.
All right. That is 10 points of wound damage.
Okay, I'm at 4.
So you will need to make that check to stay conscious.
Okay, I lost my pencil. Oh, what do I add to this?
Is it 5 plus damage taken?
I got a 19.
That passes.
Okay.
And then you also take $21 just traditional damage.
Wait,
okay.
21. Nathaniel?
Yeah?
I'm exactly 0 wound points.
Okay, so you're not well, did that take away more wound points?
It took away 4 wound points. Wait.
Then you need to make another
17
fortitude
plus
save
4 is 21. Okay.
Or fall unconscious.
Oh, man, go fortitude save. Fuck. It fell off the table twice. Okay, never mind. That's a 2 plus 4, which is 6. I'm going to be unconscious.
Dabbar falls unconscious.
Hey, they can always carry us in unconscious instead.
Also, you're all, like, those of you that got hit, you've been hit with blasters before. This is so much worse. As little bits of metal about this big are tearing through your flesh. And in some cases, staying in you. They don't all exit.
I was so close to staying up. God damn it.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I had 8 wound points, and I was like, we can do this. The last guys only did like 3. No, dead.
And just as that happens, the leader guy who turns to shoot at Dabbar flips his gun around in his hand and points it back at you, Crow. Y'all gonna be real stupid too? The only one left.
I don't say anything, but I maintain the grip on my knife.
You put that thing in the dirt. Right now. I understood. I try to play nice with you fellas. Try to bargain with you. And y'all started shooting. I don't know where you guys are from, but we don't appreciate that around here. You understand me?
I still don't say anything. They're have to try to take it from me or kill me.
Put the knife down, son.
Oh boy. Kneecap him. Don't kill him.
Listen. I don't have to do this. I'm not killing you folk. I don't know you. Try to be an optimistic man. I get it. Y'all are under a lot of stress. Crashed on some planet. A bunch of complete strangers show up, start pointing guns at you. You panic. I understand that. I hope you understand these precautions I'm taking against you. Well, it's a dangerous world here on Tatooine. I gotta be careful too. I don't want to shed no more blood. But I guarantee you, if it's my blood or yours, yours in a heartbeat, sonny. Put the damn knife down.
I'm gonna flip it so the blade's in my hand and I'm just gonna toss it at his foot.
He leans over, his gun still pointing at you. Picks it up, slides it into his boot. Right. Here's what's gonna happen. Scratches do bad. You pick up your two regular shaped friends, throw them over that dubek's back. Do so very slowly. You will not make any sudden movements or touch any weapons. Am I understood? All right. Be a good soldier and follow orders. And he flicks his gun towards Rook's body.
I'll start with Rook.
All right.
Before I pick him up, gonna make sure he's still breathing.
Rook is still breathing. How are you at less than 0?
-1.
All right. I now need to look at the rules for dying while not in combat, because those are different too. God,
You said 2 regular-sized friends? There's only
regular
one
shaped.
regular.
He said regular
Okay.
shaped.
Never mind. I thought you said sized. I'm dumb.
Yeah, nope. I was going to say that, and then I remembered, wait a second. Giraffe mule was an elephant. All right. I need you to make a fortitude save, Rook.
$17 plus 5. 20.
All right.
Something.
Gabar, fortitude save.
That's a 7.
All right. You lose an additional wound point.
I thought so. Yep. -1.
As he gets over to Rook and he throws him over, starts making his way towards Thrak Mule. Dabar, make another save.
-2. I rolled a nice
Failed
7,
again?
so yeah.
All right. Thrak Mule, do me a favor and roll a percentile die.
$18.
All right. He comes over and it takes a sec. Track mule, make a strength check because you can drag him over to the dewback just fine. But now you gotta like get him up onto its back.
Eight.
You and one of the men, a Rhodian, swings off and he helps you get track mule up. Dabar, fortitude save.
Can I try and do anything for Dabar?
He what'd you get, Dabar?
14.
Okay, you're now stable. You're no longer losing hit points.
Yay.
This guy, Crow, he tosses you a rope. All right, tie one end of that, your hut friend there. The other end, that same dewback. Let's get dragged.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh.
It's Sam.
Do I still have a droidico leg in the guy's throat?
No. You like stepped on him and he lost some wound points, but it doesn't like kill him. Because I'm not going to give you an insta-kill unarmed strike just because of the shape of your feet.
Well, but he was like already unconscious, and he's like an enemy to me at least. So like,
nope, not going to happen. That's too OP, and it will break the game. So,
And also,
like, I understand like where you're coming from in universe, but like from a gameplay standpoint, I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
yeah, I guess whatever.
that and it was a poor decision. So, but whatever.
Well, that entire thing was just poor decisions.
It was
Let's
a fun time.
continue on
Yeah.
while I ride this
Yeah.
dewback unconscious.
I'm assuming a lot of people on Tatooine don't really like Jabba,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so maybe not the
And
smartest
we're not even
thing.
with Jabba. Why did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I was just like crime. I was like, Avery being a
We should have had
fucking Avery being the retard in the group
consultation.
was
Little
like
meeting
maybe
first.
these people will be scared of him. I don't know. Maybe he holds
They
more power.
fucking live on Tatooine in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. They live in the middle of the desert on Tatooine. They ain't scared of shit. They rode by and murdered a crate dragon for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what part of you thought?
Anyway, let's continue.
Yep, I'm gonna tie it to. I don't know, a part of his body where it'd be the least.
I figured
worst
just like
for him
you'd
to be
lasso
dragged
under
by.
his arms.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I suppose it's gonna suck for that dewback. He's a heavy boy.
And he's carrying Thrackmule and Brooke.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, Cormac, you know the drill. And a Duros man riding another one of the dewbacks swings his leg over, walks over to you, Crow, holds his hand up like this.
Gonna like that.
Takes a set of binders. And he like puts his hand in between your wrists and like does this to spread them apart a bit.
I fucking knew it. Okay.
And he ties a rope to it. Ties the other end of that rope to his dewback. Alrighty. Guys are coming back to our little shanty town. You, the only one still alive. You try anything funny, we'll do you the favor of not shooting you. We'll see how long you last out here in the desert. Sound good?
As he says this, I'm gonna look for where he put our weapons.
They are in the saddlebag of the dewback that all of your friends are attached to.
I'm assuming the one. Am I attached to it too?
No, he tied you. The Duros tied you to his own dewback.
Nice. Just gonna nod.
All right. Hope your feet don't get tired. It's a long walk. Gets onto his dewback. They begin riding. Do you have anything you wish to do over the course of this trip?
Stay alive.
Other than that, this is mostly directed towards Crow. The rest of you are taking a fat nap.
If they talk, I want to hear what they say. If it's helpful for the future, if I see anything, I want to take note of it, and I want to try not to pass out from exhaustion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you walk, I need you to make a fortitude save with a +2 from your cloak.
Okay. 17.
Okay.
I
As
don't
you
want to
walk
be
for
that
hours-
guy, but when we were on the cold planet, it gave us a +1 to fortitude saves.
That was wrong, and I'm looking at the rules right now. It says +2.
17.
So that was my bad. Did I really just do +1? Because I just sworn I had the rules here. Anyway, it's fine.
It's an eraser marks on my fortitude save, but I can still see it.
Okay. It's supposed to be +2. You walk through the desert for hours. You don't see much of anything. It's sand dunes for miles in all directions. You don't hear much except the occasional "mwah, mwah, mwah" from the dewbacks. They don't speak, and you hear the of Dabar getting dragged through the sand. Dabar, when you wake up, you're gonna have the worst case of sand rash in your life. You walk until nightfall. But eventually the sand sort of hardens into like sandstone, and after just a couple more miles of that, your feet are killing you. Your armor has gotten heavy. Yeah, the cloak only does so much, and you're so drenched in sweat underneath your body tight body glove, and but eventually you reach what looks like an Alamo style fort, except instead of wood, it's they're made of stone, and the whole place is dilapidated. Some of a portion of the wall has been blown out, and it looks like this happened years and years and years ago. They take you in, and inside the fort there's several identical buildings. They're just basic square stone buildings. He takes you into one of them. As they stop, one of the guys unloads your friends, throws them down on the ground, and also Dabar and Rook, I need you guys to both make or roll percentile dies for me. But as you guys
85.
get there, 85.
Yuppers.
26.
Okay. Neither of you guys regain any 1 point, just naturally. Is that happens? They toss your friends into the dirt. Everybody gets off their dewbacks. They tie them up next to one of the buildings, and the leader guy unties you. All right, take you in that building. I'm gonna tie you up. You're gonna sleep there for the night. In the morning, we'll have woken up your friends. We'll talk civilized like. No guns, no weapons. If you try to hurt me or any of my men again, I'm not gonna be so friendly. Put bullets between your eyes and you will not get up. Understood?
I don't say anything, just a slight nod.
Quiet. Respect that. Get the hell in there. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna kill this fucking guy.
All right. As you go into the building, another one of the dudes walks in with you. You see a small post. The guy that goes in with you, he's Shistovin. Do you know what those are? The werewolf-looking dudes.
Sure, yeah.
Imagine a werewolf. That's what this guy looks like.
Will do.
He's wearing a poncho of some sort, and he walks up towards you, and he holds out his hand, nods towards your binders.
I don't know. I put my hands out.
Grabs them, unlocks one of them, walks you towards a post in the middle of the room, and like pulls your arms so that one is on each side of the post. Do you resist him?
No.
Once you're on the other side, locks you back up. Have a good night. Walks out. The sun at this time is about setting. Do you just go to sleep?
Where are we? Did we get carried off?
Yeah, you'll find out when you wake up. But you guys are unconscious, and he's in his own building, so nobody knows right now.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is there anything around in the room that could be of use?
There's a dirt floor.
Is that it? That literally it?
It is a totally empty room except for this post. There are actually there are
windows?
2 other posts in here. No windows, just the doorway that does not have a door on it.
No door. If I was free, I could walk out of it.
Yes.
Okay.
But you aren't, which is kind of a big damper on that.
Yep.
You are cuffed to a post.
What's this post made out of?
Wood.
What are these binders made out of?
Some sort of metal,
Binders.
probably Durasteel.
Okay. I'm gonna, just to see what it does, I'm gonna take I assume there's chains. I'm gonna rub it against the post.
No, it's just a bar. It's 2 manacles
Literally a
and then
bar.
a straight metal bar. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna just rub it and see if the wood or the binder gives way, like pretty ferociously.
Tom's gonna be
Is he
sitting here
steaming,
all
or
night
is
if he
in the
has
gay
to.
porn? Is he steaming, or is he in a gay porn? Roll a strength check.
Now I'll try to bust out of these things. Just want to see if it's gonna break anything.
Just
That's a
testing the water.
15. See
15?
if 15.
Oh, I think I'm close. Nope. Okay. Yep. Nope. False alarm. Nothing. Eventually, you've had a long day. You're exhausted. You're not a very strong man to begin with, and you can only do this for so long, as every man knows.
There comes a point where you just got to give
There comes
up.
a point where you just gotta give up.
You can't go anymore.
You don't think you're gonna solve your wood problem. Not by doing this.
God damn it.
Maybe
Okay,
if
I'm
you
gonna go to
had help,
sleep.
but not like this. So
I'm gonna go to sleep,
as
and I
every
gotta
man
take a
does.
piss. All right, fuck.
He goes
Shut
to
up.
sleep.
Stop it.
The rest of you
Look at Tom.
wake up. Ooh, look at Tom's ass.
Nice.
The rest of you wake up in so much pain, more pain than you thought possible. Again, I'm pretty sure all of you, except maybe Thrakmule, have been shot before, and that shit hurts. This is so much worse. Rook, as you feel there's a hole here and here, probably also everywhere in between. Thrakmule, are you here? Gerald literally sat there dead for the past hour, and now that he has to do stuff, he's gone.
No, I'm here.
Okay. You wake up. You're not as bad as the other people. You didn't get shot many times. You just got eaten by a dragon.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
So you're like post-surgery pain. Like you don't feel ripped apart, but you're still very sore. Dabar, as you look down at yourself, you feel that the stitchings are larger than what you think the bullet wounds would have been, leading you to believe that, and since you don't have any exit wounds, these bullets never left your body until they were fished out by whoever stitched you guys up. And on that note, whoever stitched you guys, yeah, you guys are you're laying on a series of tables. in what appears to be like an old, like tavern-esque. There's a bar and a bunch of tables, and the tables have been pushed together. You guys are laying on them.
What do I all have on me?
Just your clothing. Your belt has been removed. Rook, you're only wearing your body glove. Your armor has all been taken away. Track Mule, you're sitting there in just your Jedi pants and boots, but your shirt has been removed.
Oh.
Probably to make it easier to stitch you up. And you can see it's laying on the floor, not too far off.
Is there anyone here?
Yes, there is somebody who is there is that Rhodian man you saw earlier. He is sitting on the bar on the other side of the room. Folks awake yet?
Uh,
That's a yes. Not gonna lie, I was gonna lose some of you. Pretty rough going there.
yeah, thank you. That monster sure did mess me up.
No, sorry. Thrakmul, gotta fill you in. These guys kidnapped us.
Why?
Oh, as I believe you shot at us when we were going to take you in for questioning.
Don't let them fool you. They were gonna throw restraints on us and use us as some sort of tool against Jabba. Which
Right, why would they use us
Dab?
against Jabba? What does Jabba have to do with us?
Literally nothing, I think. Dabar, when were you ever associated with Jabba?
I know of him. I don't know.
You know of
I'm not good
him?
with people. I don't know.
Right.
I might have been scared of him.
Let me get
Oh,
this
no.
straight.
You guys aren't with Jabba the Hutt.
No.
I've heard his name in a few books. I've done
Right.
my research on him.
Books!
Other than that, nothing.
Let me get this straight.
Oh my god.
While I was unconscious, you told random strangers that we were with a known crime lord. So they then kidnapped us.
Yes, that's precisely what happened.
This is a beautiful pile of bantha fodder. All right. Well, hate to break it to you boys. And granted, I don't call the shots. Elrond gets back, it's up to him. But you may have just lost your last bargaining chips.
What does that even mean? I've been unconscious. What did you do?
What about you? Could we bargain with you?
Me? Like I said, I don't call the shots around here. I'm just the medic, and a gun when needed.
You the only medic around here?
Yeah? Why you ask?
So we can bargain with you.
I don't believe so, no.
No.
Why?
Not bargain with you, but use you for a bargaining chip. I'm gonna hop off the table again, and I'm battle ready.
All right. You are at 0 hit points right now.
I collapse back down.
1 sec. I've got to find the thing that says what that means. You are disabled. The disabled character can only perform a single move or attack action in a round, which means the character can't perform full round actions. Also, you can move or you can try to jump this guy, but you can't do both. Since he's standing away from you.
Across the room.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Also, if you make an attack action while disabled, you will take 1 point of wound damage, which will bring you below 0 and unconscious. I wouldn't do that if I were you, son.
I
And
think I
then he
ripped
reaches
the
out
stitch
from
open.
under the bar and pulls out a gun. Yavar, you notice this to be your blaster.
Oh, bastards.
So, what was that? You were going to use me as a bargaining chip?
I'm gonna sit down now.
You'll have
That's
to
a good plan,
excuse
son.
my friend. He doesn't take kindly to situations.
Oh,
like
fuck.
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
noticed.
No.
Scratchy over there, and he points over to the other side of the room at another man laying on another table. The large Dran that Thracnil you did not see earlier is laying.
I can't take you guys anywhere. What did you do? What did you do?
I punched it. I pulled a thrack mule on him. I punched him in the head with my handgun.
What's this wound in his chest?
In your chest?
In his chest.
Who are you pointing to?
Gran.
The Grand does not have a wound in his chest. It's in his head. Did I say chest?
Dabar stabbed him.
No,
I
that
stepped on his
didn't deal
throat.
any stabbing damage. He basically just kicked him in the neck. Like I said, I'm not gonna give him a stabbing weapon.
They cornered
kicked
us,
him in the
Thrak.
neck.
It was the only thing we could do.
Did you even...
No, you could have listened to us. Come back here safely and conscious.
They cornered us, Thrak.
Right.
Y'all Republic folk got a habit of just shooting people? Or is that just you guys?
No,
When people
that's...
try to restrain us, yes, usually. We don't like that.
I'm gonna try... Can I sit up, like, just slowly?
It hurts,
Sort of?
but yeah.
Look. I am Jedi Thrakmule, and that is not how you...
Oh, Jedi!
That's not how we handle situations. Look. We just want to get off of this planet. Our ship is buried in
Let me tell you
sand.
something, Jedi. Everybody on Tatooine wants to get off Tatooine. Us most of all.
They're not going to listen to us, Thrak. It's not worth it.
What if we have a ship? It's fueled. If we clear the sand off of it, we can take you with us off of Tatooine.
Oh, we're working on getting that thing cleared out on our own. So
they're about to steal our ship.
And when I'm back
That's who's in it.
Where's Lou?
He's on
Who?
the ship.
There was another one on the... Oh, boy. You guys are just full of fun facts, ain't you?
Here's a fun fact. As soon as it's able, I'm going to kill you.
Right, does Grant have a defend the ship protocol?
Hey,
Never mind. I've said too
whatever
much.
your name is.
I'm gonna lay back down.
Just want to sit here and talk. Can you at least do me a favor?
My name is Talon. I'm gonna do
Talon?
Talon Lamb.
My belt over there. Nope. Third pocket. There should be a pill bottle.
Oh, yeah, sign me up.
Oh, you mean those back attacks? Yeah, I already took those.
I fucking hate you, man.
You're literally the worst, and I'm gonna lay back down.
I didn't say criff. I said fuck. I invented a swear word specifically to show how much I am unappreciative of him.
Yeah, well,
you can keep
hate
the
me or
rest
not.
if you just give us one each.
Like I said, I am the only medical personnel that we have here. If you think I'm gonna just hand those out to people that aren't mine, you're sorely mistaken.
Dabar.
Yeah, but
Especially
those
Well,
are...
you already stole them.
Dabar.
You're already still making profit.
Dabar. It's not worth wasting your breath over.
It's true.
Let's
It's
sit
really
here.
not. You're not changing my mind.
Let's have some dignity. And if he is going to keep talking, let's hope he does us all a favor and puts a blaster bolt between our eyes so we don't have to listen to it anymore.
Oh, well, you're up to me. I already would have. It's a good friend of mine over there that you almost killed.
I'd like the record to show that I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, shut up,
The
Jedi.
record to show
You know,
that we have nothing to do with Jabba, but apparently it's too late for some things, Thrakmule.
I'm gonna lean back on the table, close my eyes.
bro, you wake up after getting a bucket of water thrown on you. You freezing cold water. And you're pretty chilly because nights get pretty cold here, and it just like your system goes into shock for a second as it wakes you up. And you stand holding a now empty bucket. Is the human leader from the gang yesterday? He drops the bucket. clone, ain't you? Still staying silent, are you? Tell you what, if you don't start talking, we're going to shoot some of your friends. How's that sound? Open that mouth of yours if I were you.
Do I still have my helmet on?
Yes.
Are they alive?
Yeah, they're alive. Like I said, I don't like shedding blood I don't need to. We try to be good people here on Tatooine. But it's rough. Tough going.
Well done. We applaud you for your service.
I don't need your applause. I don't need nothing from you. That's all your precious Republic has given us out here is nothing.
It was sarcasm, genius.
Yeah, I'm well aware. Anyway, I've heard both stories. I'm going to set things straight. Are you with the Republic or with Jabba? Answer wisely. It's what you say could get you killed.
I have never met Jabba in my life. To be honest, this is my first time on this planet, and I really hate it.
Don't we all? What are you doing out there in the middle of the desert, on top of a crate dragon nest, no less?
Our pilot sucks at navigating.
Yeah, it happens. You mind telling me why your friend put my friend into a coma?
Rook doesn't do too well with those types of situations. You pointed a blaster at him.
First of all, Clara here ain't no blaster. Better than any blaster you'll find in the galaxy. He gives it the traditional cowboy spin, puts it back in his holster. Second, yeah, we pointed blasters at you. We didn't know who the hell you were. Bunch of crazy lunatics fall out of the sky, literally, armed to the teeth. You're going to be cautious. You can understand that. Now, I saved y'all's life once. You best believe what I'm doing here is doing it again. If my men had their way, after what you did to poor Scratchy, they'd tear you limb from limb. No need for guns.
You could have just let us be.
We could have, yeah. Like I said, we got to be careful out here. It's a dangerous world you're on. If I recall, if we had let you be, well, you'd be about halfway through the digestive tract of a crate dragon. So maybe it's best we didn't.
Would have been no harm to you, so why bother? What do you want from us?
Like I said, we try to be nice right here on Tatooine. But since you bring up the prospect of what I want.
Yeah, there it is.
Y'all said you were either with Jabba or with the Republic. We don't take too kindly to either one out here. But the Republic, as to be quite frank, useless to us as they have been, it could prove, if it goes in their interest, potentially helpful. So tell me one thing, Mr. Clone. How important to the Republic do you think you are?
To be quite honest with you, I'm probably just another clone.
All right. What about your friends back there? They worth anything?
We're all rejects.
So we were to send you back home to ask for help on our behalf. You don't think they'd listen?
Well, funny you say that. We did have a nice meeting with the Chancellor himself not that long ago.
Oh, so now y'all are bigwigs.
No, we just did something for him. Good soldiers follow orders.
Right, you do. Well, Mr. Good Soldier, I'm gonna take your binders off. Take you across town and meet up with your friends. Sound good?
You gonna let me treat him?
We've treated them. But, yeah, if you want to take a look, you can take a look.
Do I still have my medical bag on?
I didn't specify, but they probably would have compensated it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And all of my equipment in my belt, I'm assuming, too.
You want to go take a look at him, medically speaking? Go ahead and let you do that.
Where's my equipment?
We got it back in our, well, I was going to say our med bay, but it really ain't that. Anyway, you're going to go in, you're going to take a look, and then you, me, and all your friends there, we're going to have a talk about your guys' futures, understand?
I'm assuming you're gonna give us an ultimatum. Either we do something for you, or you put a bullet between our eyes.
I don't want it to come to that. But we'll see. I'm good?
Yeah, good people.
Like I say, tough life out here. We do what we got. Walks over to you, pulls out a key ring and undoes your binders, holding like one hand on your arm as he does so. And as soon as he like takes your arms and like puts them out from either side of the pole, he then, once you're like off of the pole, goes to like reclasp it. You resist.
No, there's no point.
All right. I'll let you walk on your own. You're a big boy. Don't need me holding your hand. Building straight across the street. I'll be right behind you.
Walk out. I'm gonna take a look to my left, take a look to my right.
All right.
Go across the
You're
street.
in that same fort thing. As soon as you step outside, it's fairly early morning and already the heat is intense. You walk across the dirt road, very Western-esque, into this. Once again, there's no doorway on this building, but you walk into that tavern that is currently serving as the med bay that I described to the players. The rest of you all see Crow walk in, helmet still on, hands in binders. And the human walks in behind you, and as he does so, Talon speaks to him. He's like, "Hey, Elron, they woke up. We chatted for a bit. It was a good time." Elron nods. Keeps walking forward.
Crow, please, I need my meds.
Gonna shove my binders in Elron's face for him to take them off.
I think we'll keep those on for a bit. I said you can look, but we got them patched up already.
Yeah, I'm supposed to trust you to do a good job, huh?
That's why I'm letting you look.
All right, and I'll inspect with, I guess, my hands together, touching things.
Make treat injury check as you go around and you inspect everybody.
Okay, that is a 25.
Actually, no. You have a knowledge biology, right?
Yep.
Make that instead. That makes more sense.
21.
Okay. They are all they're no longer in critical condition. Like they are at the point where if this were a hospital, they would be let out to go home, but they're like still healing.
How well was the patch job? So I can judge these guys or not judge these guys.
It was the skill is there. However, it appears that they were definitely working with bare minimum equipment. There was no Bacta used. It's all traditional stitched. And the like the important bits are bandaged, like covered in gauze, but anything that's not vital or prone to infection has been left there.
Speaking of vital, do I get my vitality points back for?
You gain wound points and vitality points at different things. One sec. Healing, natural healing. Were you missing vitality only?
Yep.
You recover 1 vitality point per character level per hour of rest, 1 wound point per day of rest. Okay, yeah. So, your vitality is. It's been since the fight, probably like 10 hours.
Okay, so I'm missing 1 vitality point.
Yes. So, well, folks are from the Republic, correct?
Yes.
It explains these 2 soldier taps. So what brings you out here to Tatooine? Say, you don't even want to be here? You're supposed to be somewhere else?
Yes. Pilot malfunctioned with our ship. Crash landed here.
Well, here's the long short of it. I was here on Tatooine. It's been a rough few years. Ever since the gang war between Jabba and Gardula. Huts have tightened their grasp. Same people are riled up. Homesteaders are armed, not well enough. Just enough to piss off the Tuskens. Jabba rules this place like it's his own. We're struggling. We've asked the Republic for aid time and time again, but they haven't given us anything. So, a friend over here says you're in tight with the Chancellor. You met him a time or two. So what's going to happen is, I'm going to let y'all go. You're going to go back to the Republic. You're going to ask for help on behalf of the good people at Tatooine. We need medical supplies here. We need something done about these huts. Been in trouble for years now. Alternatively, we let y'all go. It's a nice long walk to nearest major settlement. Take your ship, get off this rock ourselves, and you'll try your best to make it to Mos Eisley alive. I'm good?
If we do this, do we get our stuff back?
Yeah, we'll give you your stuff back.
All of it?
All of it. We ain't thieves.
I was gonna ask you, you know what the funny part of that was?
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Elron. The whole time you were talking, I was holding back laughter. Because if you think I give a damn about you and the people of Tatooine, then you're sorely mistaken. And if you think the Chancellor gives a damn about you people of Tatooine, you're sorely mistaken.
Rook.
On stands up. Walks towards you, Rook. Leans down and gets in your face. You can smell the tobacco on his breath. I know for a fact your Chancellor does not, has not, and without provocation will not give a single damn about Tatooine. He never has. This Chancellor doesn't, one before him doesn't, one before him didn't, and never did, and without some help, they never will. Shot my good friend Scratchy over there half to death. I'm doing you a favor by not doing the same to you. You need me and my men to get off this planet alive.
You and your men are the
We'll
reason I
survive
might not
without your
make
help.
it off the planet alive.
That's right. But, if I recall, you swung first.
Not
You
quite
swung back
how I
harder.
see it.
That's how we do things on Tatooine. We protect ourselves. That means taking out threats. But at the moment, that also means asking favors. So why don't you do us good folk here a favor? Sound good, soldier boy? And he like pushes on your chest a little bit and walks away. Or like steps back.
You can let here all of my friends go, but I will tell you personally and honestly that the Chancellor will not accept such an unnecessary issue. He's got a war to fight. No one cares about Tatooine.
Why the hell do you
See
think you
what we
have this
can
war
do
to
about
fight?
your planet.
This whole state the Republic's in. This is because you ignore planets like us. Planets like Tatooine are the reason you're losing a war. You keep that in mind when you think you won't give a damn about us.
Really, because giving medical supplies to a backwater planet and preserving them for those in crisis, that's what's making us lose the war?
He's saying that's the reason the war is being fought.
The war is being fought to prevent people like you ruling planets across the galaxy. You see, Elron, because every single planet's got someone like you. And where the Republic is, you no longer exist. Where the Separatists are, those are the planets where the people like you are in charge. And that's why we fight this war.
And the galaxy needs a few more people like me. Maybe the
Interesting.
Separatists need to win your war.
Funny. Every word you just said was wrong.
All right. We'll go. We'll talk to the Chancellor. What happens on the unfortunately more than likely chance he says he won't send aid?
Well, I don't well know. We're desperate here. You guys are the closest thing to a shot we have. People are dying here. Because we're being ignored. Because the Republic isn't sending the help we desire.
Well, you just advocated against it, so what happens when we go tell the Chancellor that you're
How do you mean I
separatist?
advocated against it? What did I advocate against?
You said, and I almost directly quote because I can't remember exactly what you said. Maybe the world maybe the galaxy needs more people like me. Maybe the separatists should win that war. If we were to alert the Chancellor of a possible separatist reach here in Tatooine, I'm sure the planet will be blown into dust.
Right, Rook.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh boy.
Fine by me. Ah. Let's go, guys.
All of you. Get the hell out of here.
Our stuff.
Nope. It's our stuff now.
What happened to not being robbers or thieves?
You're not going to help us. We ain't going to help you.
I'm willing to help. And I'm the pilot of this ship. So where they go is really my decision.
Well, if y'all go, is my decision. And I said, get out of here. Without your things.
Brackmeal's gonna push himself up off of the table, slowly walk over to him, and
As you like step closer, he puts the hand on the handle of his gun.
I'm gonna reach my hand out like a handshake. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help, and I'm sorry the Republic has forgotten you, and for my friend's poor choice of words.
No.
And
I
I'm
chose
gonna
my
walk.
words rather carefully, Thrak.
You know what? All of you think this way?
No.
The three of you? Not you. Not another word out of you. You other three. You're willing to help?
Willing to help.
You are a
What about
planet
you,
of the
soldier boy?
Republic. You deserve help. As a Jedi, as clones, we are sworn to protect the Republic. And as far as I'm concerned, Tatooine is still considered Republic territory.
What about you, soldier boy? He looks at you, Crow.
I'll preach your message. I can't promise help, though.
And sure, you can leave the planet with your things. You're out on your own. Head straight west. It's about a 3-day walk. You should find Mos Eisley. If you live that long.
What's
All right.
preventing me from walking back to the ship?
My men and their guns, mostly.
All right. And I'm going to sort of limp over to wherever they seem to be holding our stuff. That area where that guy pulled out
They
Dabbler's.
don't appear to be holding your stuff in here.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, where's my lightsaber?
Get you your things once he leaves.
Could I make eye contact with Rook and nod to the door?
I'm going to walk back to the ship. And I'm going
Start
to
walking
turn
back
and
to the ship?
leave.
You say you start walking back to the ship?
Yep.
That is what he said.
All right.
Were you unconscious the entire travel?
Yep.
Yes, he was.
Wait, before he walks out, can I nod in the direction of the ship since I was conscious?
You're inside.
Before he walks out.
You also don't know that his intention is to go to the ship because he did not say it.
Well, I'm
No, I literally
assuming-
out loud said, when I said, I'm going to go to the ship, I was saying that out loud to Elrond
Okay.
and my guys.
If he makes eye contact with me before he leaves, I'm going to look in the direction of the ship.
He looks at you, or Rook, you look at Crow, and Crow turns his head.
I think to myself, don't worry, they're going to shoot me before I get out of here anyways. And then I'm going to walk out the door in the direction of the ship.
All right. Now, you folk. Here's the deal. I'll give you your stuff back. Take you back to your spaceship. You're going to take me to Coruscant. We're going to talk to the Chancellor. Sound good?
As long as I get all my stuff.
I need y'all's word that you're not going to shoot me halfway there and dump my body in the vacuum of space.
Well,
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. And I'm going to glare at Dabar, nod to Crow, and look out to where Rook just walked.
here's the thing.
Outside.
Why do I get the glare?
If we're taking you back, Rook's got to come along too.
He made it quite clear he does not care about me or this mission. If he's so
Yeah.
important, you can stay here with him.
Well, here's the thing. I can't speak for these other guys, but he's sort of my brother. You know a bond like that. I'm sure.
Yeah, I got a little
Somewhere.
sister myself.
So you know that I can't leave him here.
Like I said, you're welcome to stay. He cares so little about Tatooine. Maybe if he sticks around for a bit, he'll grow to love her some more.
He's not mad at Tatooine. He's mad at you for pointing a gun at him and shooting him.
Well, needless to say, I'm pretty upset for what he did to old Scratchy there.
To be fair, he did point guns at us.
To be fair, you were intruders.
Not intruders. We're kind of stranded here.
Well, from my point of view, you were intruders.
Even after we said, hey, we're stranded here.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. There's this thing people do, and it's called lying. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
No,
it
I'm
happens
not.
quite
I am
frequently.
an honorable man.
They all drop out of the sky toting guns and stir up a crate. I think you can see why I hesitate to trust you.
And I think you can see why we didn't like you pointing guns in our face.
Right. I do. But, all that aside, this is how we're doing things. So, are you staying with him, or are you coming with us?
I suppose I'll
There's
come
another
along.
one of our crew members on the ship.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's a couple droids, too. We had
You
men
treat them nice?
search the place last night. Well, your crew member, man, appears to be deathly ill and is in some sort of coma, so we just let him be.
Thank you.
Respectable, honorable man.
You
Droids?
left those droids there, right?
We deactivated them. They're sitting on the ship.
All right, point me to my things.
Let's go.
What's that?
I'm
What'd you say, Rook?
Point
Crow.
me
God
to
damn
my
it.
point
I
me to my
said-
things.
Shit, I really miss my flamethrower.
You're coming with us to Coruscant.
Rook's a big boy.
He can take care of himself.
Are you lying, Crow? Because if so, I need you to make a bluff check.
lying about leaving him here? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
17.
All right, we'll get you your stuff.
I'm gonna look over at the Rhodian guy.
He's sitting there
pills.
with your gun in his hand.
I'm just gonna extend one hand.
That's my blaster. I want my pills back.
Oh, Ron, you see, I've been using the slug thrower, and the thing's such a pain in the neck to keep clean. Do I have to? And he nods towards you, Dabar. Fine, and he spins it, barrel in his hand, handle extended towards you.
I grab it, and I look to holster it, and then realize they removed my holster.
He,
And
They
then-
did their due.
he takes, he goes behind the bar, and he takes your pills and your medical supplies, Crow. He puts them out on the bar.
Okay, I'm gonna start shoving things back in pockets where they belong.
After I grab those, I want to grab a. You said my belt was like sitting over on the side or something like that.
No, I did not say that.
Oh, I thought you said when we woke up there was like my stuff was like, or my belt was just on a table over to the side.
No, I said you don't have your belt.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Ave on this one. I'm pretty sure you said that. Not that it matters, but I just don't want you
Yeah,
to think he's entirely crazy. I think he's coming from somewhere.
Huh? Okay. If I did, that was my mistake. I didn't mean to. All right. Alex will get your stuff. Follow me. Rook, we cut to you. You start walking, wearing nothing but your body glove.
And it's black, right?
Yep. It's dark black with the Republic cog on the chest.
I'm gonna think to myself, God, I hope I don't die to another great dragon. Actually, heat exhaustion is my number one enemy at the moment. I'm gonna roll my sleeves.
As you do so, exposing the skin to the harsh sunlight, you think this might actually be worse. Talking like sunburn and sun poisoning and like eventually skin cancer. However, you still.
I'm gonna thank
trek on.
Django has a kind of dark complexion. I'm gonna let it out for like a couple minutes, and I'm gonna go. That's just too much.
It's as you roll your sleeves back down. It's all your arms have already reddened, and it already.
Jesus. As a man prone to sunburns, this hits home.
2 suns. As you walk in the direction that Crow nodded, for a while, I'm gonna have you make a fortitude saving throw.
I'm gonna collapse in the fucking desert. No, that's not good either. That's a 10.
As the sun is bearing down on you, eventually the sandstone ground turns into slowly just sand. And you're walking in the great sand dunes of Tatooine. You've seen Return of the Jedi. You know what it looks like. Rolling hills, but instead of grass, it's sand. And you crest one hill after another, hoping beyond hope that this next one you'll see your ship. Yet hours pass and you do not, before eventually, as you stand at the top of one of the sand dunes, exhausted, thirsty, sore, still very wounded, the edges of your vision start to go black, and that middle that you still can see starts to flicker with stars before you fall down and roll down the sandhill, blacking out briefly, but coming to at the bottom of the dune that you just fell. Your vision is blurred, and the 2 suns seem to be staring down at you like 2 eyes of a demon. You don't know how much longer you can do this.
As I am in the midst of blacking out and being awake, I'm going to think back to Cathu and Dabar and Thrakmule and Crow, and think about how all these outcasts came together to eventually become my brothers. Some literally, some figuratively, about how I've evolved from the shiny I used to be, with my shoulder all torn up, my gun blasts all over, and I think to myself that every once in a while I'll think, maybe I shouldn't have said that to Elrond, and maybe I shouldn't have punched that guy in the head, but then I think, if I die because I refuse to give a Seppi, not supporter, what's the term? Sympathizer, thank you. If I die refusing to help a Seppi sympathizer, then I'll have done my service to the Republic. But even sometimes I doubt that. But that's at least what I'm going to tell myself as my comforting thoughts as I continue to push on just about as much as I physically can through this desert waste.
Get yourself to stand up. And you have to think, at this point, it's not even think, keep walking. It's think, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. And you walk for less than an hour before you don't even remember falling asleep. You just drop to your knees, fall face first in the sand. We cut back to the other group. Elrond leads you to a small shack on the other edge of town. Or, I say town, this fort. He opens up the door. Whole building is just covered in real-world style, like, wooden bullets, guns, and ammunition. There are all over the place. However, in a pile is your guys' fancier-looking stuff. A set of clone armor and a jetpack with attached makeshift flamethrower. A Jedi utility belt with a oversized lightsaber laying on top of it neatly, and a small utility belt.
Crow, take my flamethrower and my jetpack.
Crow's gun is chilling there. And is... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say in your vibro dagger, but you do not have that because it was taken from you separately.
I had a vibro dagger. If I have all my stuff.
All your stuff is in its own pile.
Okay, I'll gear up.
All right. You having already been handed your backpack, it's already slung over your shoulder, but you grab your gun, ammunition, anything you might have, and you notice your boot knife is missing.
I'm going to try to gather up Rook's gear and see where that goes.
You could fit it in your backpack, I'll say.
Okay, I will do so.
Got a sabak. You find the sabak kit, the Uno attack sabak kit.
And if I can throw all of that, I'll sling his gun over my shoulder.
All right. Is ARC Trooper Standard Issue Westar, even though he's not an ARC Trooper. And sling that over your shoulder, and it sits next to your standard issue gun. All right. Journey's long on due back, but we do have one speeder. Should fit everybody here. We all good to go?
I believe so.
All right. They'll follow me. And he walks out. And over to it's similar to the land speeder Luke Skywalker has in A New Hope, but it has a ram guard on the front and more armor plating cover, like ramshackle steel plates that were turned into armor plating on the
They
on
Mad
the engines.
Maxed. it's like
very Mad
the
Max.
speeder, but Mad Max.
There's a sort of like a roll cage style thing, like built over it with slated bars over the front windshield. And there are inside it 4 seats, including drivers, and he gets in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna hop right behind him.
All right. As a note, Gabar and Track Mule, shit's a tight squeeze. It's awful.
I'll sit in the back extra seat.
Who's more
Right.
uncomfortable? Dabar and Thrackmule squeezed together in the speeder, or Rook with the worst case of swamp ass in existence?
Oh, Rook, we'll get to how bad you are in a second.
Well, you're also passed out at the moment, so
That's fair. At least I can escape the swamp ass for moments.
Swamp ass, sunburn, heat exhaustion, dehydration. The list goes on. You're still full of bullet holes. That was yesterday,
Not even a full 24 hours.
right?
Fall down. I'm like, oh shit, my hole's bleeding.
One of the reasons I like this game, even though it makes the rules so much more complicated, is my biggest pet peeve. One of my biggest pet peeves with D&D is you could be beaten within a literal inch of your life, and an 8-hour nap later, you're all right. Healing in this game is a little more complicated than that.
Yeah, that's why we
Anyway,
have a motherfucker who can literally perform surgery on us.
He gets in the driver's seat. All ready to go? He looks back at you, Dabar crammed in next to Crow, and Thrack Mule sitting like this, and he's riding shotgun. Y'all, comfortable?
Comfortable as we can be.
I am gonna clean out my blaster on the ride here to make sure it works. I'm gonna put a new power pack in. Everything's gonna be great.
So, like, it is a soldier's worst nightmare to be not worst nightmare. Desert is second only to jungle or swamp, as far as weapon maintenance is concerned.
Oh, God.
The Anakin quote about sand applies to weapons tenfold. You've got to, like, you disassemble this thing, and you can usually disassemble, clean, reassemble your gun in 10 minutes. This takes you a half hour. Trying to get every nook and cranny of this thing cleaned and oiled, and making sure there's a bunch of sand clogging the power pack ejection port. So you gotta like go in there and get every last nook and cranny cleared of sand, because if you don't, it might jam the power pack in there, and that'll take even longer to reload. And you know from basic training that that is a bad thing. You do the same to Rooks as well, or is he on his own to clean his gun when he gets it back, if he gets it back?
I'll give her a clean. I'll do him a favor. Clean another man's gun. He might be a little pissed, but I'll do it.
All right. So after going for about an hour, Thrackmule, you see sitting up front in the distance that you are slowly approaching, a black spot laying in the sand.
Ooh, what's that?
Griffin, son of a hut. He stops the speeder, looks over. It's like your friend didn't make it far.
I'm gonna hop off the speeder.
Yeah, throw him on the back. I can go back with you.
I'm gonna throw him over my shoulder to carry him back.
You walk up to him, and he's so sunburned, the skin has like blistered and broken. He's already peeling and oozing. His lips are so chapped, they're cracked and bleeding. His bandages, they're starting to bleed through a little bit as the strain of walking through the desert appears to have reopened some of his stitches. And you throw him over your shoulder and start walking back.
Actually, after seeing this, that's probably not the best idea. I'm gonna take my giant cloak off, and I'm gonna sort of like wrap him in it. I know it'll be warm, but just so we can
he's out of the sun.
But he's out of the sun and try and keep him clean.
For the Republic.
You hear faintly, "For the Republic."
Remind me to scold you
Battlefront
later.
2 for the Chancellor.
All right, and I'm gonna like
As you approach the speeder, Elrond looks at you. Is he dead?
almost.
I don't know why I made me laugh. Is he dead?
All right,
Yeah, let's see.
throw him in back, like lay him on the engine or something. I'll drive slow. But we clearly don't got no more room in here.
Okay.
You set him on the engine?
Yeah, I guess.
And then
It burns.
I'm gonna lean back and like hold on very loosely.
Rook, you're wrapped in a cloak under the heat of 2 suns and sitting on top of a repulsor lift engine. You are, in a word, crispy.
Let's just hit him with the crispy.
Yeah, but at least you're not like getting sunburnt anymore. So.
Yeah, this is.
I just
this is
have a heat
technically
blanket on
more
me.
healthy.
That's fine.
This is technically more healthy. There's no physical external damage. You're going to want to take a cold shower tonight.
God,
Garrick,
you'd never think you'd want to take a cold shower, but right now, god damn.
Garrick, just think. You're sunburnt. It's one of those 96-degree days. You're working at
96.
the Colonel's.
It's like 130 something.
No, I'm just
Comparing it to what I know of reality.
96-degree
band
day.
camp, and I have to work.
You're at
Exactly.
work flipping burgers, and you're forced to wear a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Just
One
think of
time, I got out of band camp, went to work, and I burnt myself on the grill on my sunburn. So,
Yeah,
you know what? Don't want to
there's-
relive that.
You're at the Colonel's. There's a rush, so you're over the grill 100% of the time, constantly moving around.
Dude, literally my head hurts right now. you just put me into a bad place. I think
Your soul is sweaty.
I think that like I'm being kidnapped again, like by these guys. So like I'm slowly back here, just like almost in tears, coming to terms with the fact I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die. They're gonna shoot me if they get me back. If I don't, I'm gonna die of heat.
You think to yourself, You know, I'm a clone, so I've never really been afraid of death. But there's something different about dying in the field of battle and getting taken getting taken behind some building in the middle of the desert and put down like Old Yeller somehow has less dignity to it.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking of like all the ways I could have died in battle and like saving my group, but in this one, it hurts so bad.
All right. Eventually, you guys crest over a sand dune, and you see the now half unburied ship that is the Vanta Black, with several men around it that appear to be running the excavation. Before the speeder. He takes you, Rook, and he hands you to Thrackmule. Thrackmule, you're still in so much pain. It hurts so bad.
I might be worse though.
I
feel
was
like
mauled by
in your heart. You have sympathy for me.
Yeah, because Rook's initial injuries were worse than yours. You got bit, he got filled with bullet holes.
See, but
And
that's
then
not
he
why I'm.
walked for help.
See, but that's not why I'm lacking in
It
sympathy.
is mostly self-inflicted.
Yeah.
But I'll carry him in despite. I'll carry him. I'll take one for the team. I'll do my best not to like cause like him any pain. Like I'm sure his sunburn's hurting.
You guys get into the ship.
If Thrak comes and like, are you taking me to my dorm or?
I'll take you to somewhere where I can get you cleaned up.
There is a med bay, also refreshers, which is Star Wars for bathroom.
That's where I'll take him.
There's a med bay?
Oh shit! I was thinking of the other ship. You guys don't have a med bay. My bad.
Crow? What?
No, because I specifically told you guys you don't have a med bay, so that would have warranted confusion.
When you lay me down, Thrak, I'm gonna like open my eyes slightly, and I'm gonna say, Thrak, I killed Delos.
All right.
You've
been out in the sun. You're having a heat stroke. It's okay, buddy.
No. Before this all before we get going on our next adventure, I gotta tell you something. You had all the Mandalorians on you, and we were trapped. Me, Crow, and Delos. They had guns on us. They had the advantage. So I ordered his execution in exchange for all our lives. Ever since then, I don't do too well when people point guns at me, man. I'm sorry.
Look, just close your eyes. We're gonna get Crow in here. We're gonna get you cleaned up. Your sunburnt pretty bad.
No, I'm gonna pass out.
And with that, I forgot his name, Elrond. He crawls through the hatch, looks at you guys. It'll probably take another day or two to get your ship unburied with all my men working. These are dangerous deserts. You guys learned that firsthand yesterday. So I'm not sure what the situation's going to be. I figure you guys can take the time to rest up, get healthy again.
Well, I'll do my best to help your men.
All due respect, I think you need medical attention from your medic friend over here first.
This? 'Tis but a flesh wound.
And if y'all don't mind, I'd like to have a word alone with your clone friend here. And he pulls out his gun and he sets it down.
Right, he's not really. He's saying things, but I don't think he means them right now. The suns have gotten to him, so maybe.
Hey, soldier, you good to talk?
Always, even better to fight.
Dumbass doesn't know when to give up. And I'm gonna be like, whatever, and I'm gonna walk out of the room. Hey, did we ever grab his helmet?
No. It is.
So-
Where's my
it was left-
lightsaber?
So, I'm pretty sure
When
you have.
you went down to the ship, you tossed it down into your dorm, and it wasn't there when you got back.
Where's my lightsaber? I'm gonna go look for. I'll ask her every single one of them fuckers. Where is it?
You go to the Shistavin man who locked you up last night, the werewolf looking dude. You ask him where's my lightsaber. And I don't know, man. I just got here this morning.
Who was here last night?
The night crew, they all headed back.
Oh no! They took your fucking lightsaber.
Rage. It's angry time.
What were their names?
Well, so you can go kill him?
I want it back.
Listen, I'll send word that whatever they took, they got to give back. But I'm not giving you their names. Them's my friends. I'm not going to have you go murdering anybody.
I earned that lightsaber.
Listen, I get it. I'll do what I can.
If I don't get it back, I'm gonna be very upset.
I understand.
And if they want to keep it, they can kill me for it.
I wouldn't tempt them. We got some unsavory folk.
And if I have to kill them to get it back, I will.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
well, listen, I think Mr. Blackwood is looking to leave with you guys. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep digging now. If I recall, your friends are pretty wounded. If you want to go inside and take a look at them, and he goes back to digging your ship out.
Get my lightsaber, you son of a bitch. Huffing and puffing back to the ship.
Roof, has everybody left, and it's just Elrond in the room with you.
How conscious am I?
You've been in and out. As soon as you hit the climate controlled area of your ship, it was like, oh.
I have ascended.
You're still in so much pain. You can feel your clothes on your body, and it is immensely unpleasant.
Oh God!
Not only from the sweat, but the sunburn. Fun fact: it's not common, but in intense cases, you can get sunburned through clothes and under 2 suns. Yeah, that happened. So like the fabric of your body glove is constantly grinding against the irritated skin. And you're just in so much pain.
I'm gonna take a little peek over. It's like, I see Elrond sitting there.
Yeah, is he in his bunk room?
Yes, and I did my best to make sure he's comfortable and not like.
He's Elrond is sitting on what was Kevin's bunk right across from you.
Where's his gun at?
He does not have it. He set it down outside.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I know you got no love for me. Sure as hell got none for you. But I need you here. Understand? I know I run into that ship. I treated you like a hostile yesterday. Because I didn't know what you were. I understand that you soldier types, I might upset you. But I care a great deal about my planet, about my family, and about my men. So I'm doing this for them. I need to know you're not going to stab me in my back.
That's the difference between you and me. I would have been fine to talk with you yesterday if if we both had a gun. If I die, or if you die, I promise it will be honorable and combative, agreed upon by both parties. But unless that happens, I can't do anything.
And listen, what I said earlier about the separatists winning the war. I want you to take that to heart. I'm no terrorist or nothing. Just don't like the way the Republic does things. They've been stepping on a little guy like me for too long. Hope you can understand that. And I know you were taught certain things as a clone, but there's another difference between you and me. You were taught. I had to learn. I think you'll find the galaxy ain't as black and white, cut and dry as you seem to think it is.
Well, Elron, I get itch myself, and I'm like, oh, that was a mistake. I was taught things when I grew up, but a formal education, as well as the wisdom to see the world as it is something I lack at in both cases. So, I guess we're not so different. This made a lot more sense before I said it.
Yeah, it did.
I don't like uneven playing fields. I like one skill versus another. So if you're going to point a gun at me again, at least give me the courtesy of a gun in my hand as well. If you don't want me to take that separatist comment to heart, I propose you don't make another comment like it. But then again, who am I to bargain right now?
It's a damn good point. However, just want to clear things up because soon enough, our roles will be reversed. And it will be me alone on the ship with the 5 of you. Just want to make sure that this trip will be a pleasant one. I respect you and your dedication for your Republic. Like I said, I got the same sort of thing going for my Tatooine, my family, and my men. I don't know. I just hope you can see what they have and have not done for us. If you're a good man, I know that won't sit right. Just keep that in mind. He stands up and he leaves.
Right when this conversation gets done, I want to
Bro,
fucking
like,
jump
turns the
through
corner.
hatch.
Where's my fucking
Where's my
lightsaber?
fucking lightsaber? As I'm like coming down from the hatch.
You're who now?
Your men have my lightsaber. Where is it?
I don't know where your lightsaber is.
I'll
Only
tell
saber,
you what.
only
You
saber we
give me
found
that
belongs to that
lightsaber.
elephant man.
I left it in the bunk here, and one of your men took it. I know they did.
All right, well, sorry about that. I'll talk to him.
Yeah, you better talk to him. I earned that damn lightsaber.
Anyway, I'm going to get my gun and I'm going to head back to the fort. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Make sure you come back with my lightsaber, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Hey, calm down there, Sonny, all right?
Carl's just gonna ramble on until he leaves about how he's
All right.
missing his lightsaber.
He climbs up the slanted wall and pulls himself through the hatch. And as that happens, you guys sit around for a few more hours, nursing your wounds.
I want to look at Crow,
Before
and I'm gonna be like, we're gonna like make eye contact, and I'm like gonna look down at myself. I'm like, don't look at me right now, please. And I'm gonna roll over.
Alright.
First thing I want to do when I get back on the ship, reactivate all the droids.
Okay. All the droids are turned on and activated.
Oh my god, I'm happy to see Grant.
Where's Grant? I want to speak with Grant.
Where's Grant? I need to give this man a hug.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
Grant, yes, Captain.
What's happened?
Well, there was some sort of creature that attacked the ship, and then you made lots of very loud noises, and then men came down here, and they deactivated me.
Can you access the security systems from the last, what was it, 24 hours?
Yes, I can, but I need to. Nope, wrong voice. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can, but it's him.
Yes, I can, but I'd need to plug into the mainframe. Would you like me to do so?
Yes, please.
He walks over to the hollow table in the main area, and he. All right. What am I looking for exactly?
My lightsaber.
Well, what'd they do when they turned you off? What were they doing in the ship? They take anything.
They went through the place. They checked on Kathu. They picked something up from in the clone's dorm.
Which one?
Did they leave it in the ship?
Which one was it?
No. They took it with them.
Which one was it?
I don't know. He's a weak way.
That narrows it down.
Hopefully it was something useless.
Is that it?
Is that the only thing that seems that they took? They didn't break anything?
Yeah, they mostly just wandered around and made sure nobody was here. And they deactivated me, G6, and all of the remaining pit droids.
Gotcha. They didn't mess with G Prime, did they? Or the blueprints of him?
G Prime.
G Prime? Oh, you mean that amalgamation of broken gunk parts that you've been playing with?
G
Yes.
Prime. Really?
G Prime.
G Prime.
That's fucking baller.
Prime.
Fuck yeah.
They didn't touch him.
Oh shit. This ship is now like this, and all the parts were organized. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Should have thought about that before you
not
rolled a
only is the
natural
ship-
one.
Not only is the ship like this, but when you were falling, it was like this.
All the parts are gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
oh. I have a
There
mess to
goes
go
a few
clean up.
hours of work.
Where's my lightsaber?
After this conversation, I'm going to exit and make my way to the cargo bay.
As you do so, it's starting to get late, and you guys are all very, very hurt. And you think maybe a nap is in order.
I start walking toward the cargo bay, think to myself, a nap is a very good idea. And I turn around and I go back to the cockpit.
All right? You all go to sleep?
Crow's too mad
I'm
to
going to be
sleep.
honest, you don't really have a choice. You sort of black out. Also, I need you to roll percentile die, Rook.
Whether or not I fucking die. I'm just kidding. 76.
Okay.
76. Oh, because my number is 7652. That's cute.
Unfortunately, you do not regain wound points
Not
naturally
as cute, no.
today. It's only a 10% chance, so like it's kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
However, with that, the twin suns of Tatooine set. Night falls. And you guys hear the continued digging outside as these men seem to be working around the clock to get your ship free. And with that, we end tonight's session. Fade to black.
I'm gonna kill all of them. All of them are dead. If I don't get my fucking lightsaber back, every single one of them bitches are dead.
Wait.
There's a light on my camera.
There you go.
Garrett,
What?
click the big red button that says record.
Oh, shit.